if when you see Woolworths, Coles, Harvey Norman, all these
all
the biggest
on board,
saying vote, you have to vote yes. I got a text message saying vote yes. It's like. Hello, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 82, if I'm not mistaken. Full panel, no guest. Joey, FriendlyFire, myself. King's EP is out now. As of recording, came out today. We are recording on October 13. Check it out. Thank you for the feedback on King's EP. I guess we'll just go around the table. Joey, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Always good, bro. Always good. Fucking week went so quick.
It did go quick.
All my weeks are going quick, bro.
How's work?
Yeah, and it's not bad. Yeah, it's like the only thing is just the public transport. I'm well and truly fucking over.
Yeah,
but it's like
home stretch.
I'm proud of myself. I know it shouldn't be like pat on the back for not breaking the law, but I haven't driven illegally once since the 25th of April. And even my family was like,
just drive.
We're actually surprised that we didn't have to hide the keys from you. But we never, not once. The only time I did was fucking try to move the move the car out of the driveway just to move cars. I was just so excited, just shifting gears.
It is willpower though, so props to you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's beautiful, bro.
FriendlyFire, how are you?
Yes, good as always. You know.
You look good. You're glowing today.
Yeah,
honestly.
bro.
What happened today?
And he started working out a few months ago, a few weeks ago now.
We're hitting the gym. We're
Gym Tan Laundry, eh? Gym Tan Trading. Hold on. Gym Tan Trading Laundry. Trading.
Right, literally
no laundry.
Right, no laundry.
Gym Tan Trading.
Hey, look at that trade too. Lee, look at that rocket. I could have entered there. We don't get FOMO. Anyway, we're working out. We're trading. I'm trying different things. I'm talking to people. I'm hanging around. Well, not hanging around, but I'm virtually hanging around rich people, essentially. And I'm talking to these motherfuckers who got money. And the best part is that they're treating me like I'm one of their own, but I'm not. But it's just because I think, so here's the difference, is I'm talking and learning of people who have money, but they're not millionaires. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of so we're middle class. They're kind of the one above middle class. Yeah. They're the well-off class.
The ones that gets on the spaceship when we're all burning and they're
no, not that much money, but they're below those guys.
Yeah.
So they're kind of the cunts that are always smiling and shit, bro. And it's just good. It's just a good feeling, man. That saying is true, man. If you want to learn some shit, man, you got to hang around people who have businesses, who talk money, who talk, talk different ways to make money. It's been life changing. Honestly, I feel like a different fucking guy.
People says, "Mostrame tus amigos y yo te muestro tu futuro." That means show me your friends, I'll show you your future. So if you hang around. If you hang around five bums, you're going to be the sixth bum. If you hang around 5 millionaires, you're going to be the sixth millionaire.
Yep, 100%.
Surround yourself with good people.
But other than that, everything's good, boys. Yeah, good. Just prodding along this week. I didn't take too many trades actually because of last week's loss. And again, I'm doing a lot of research on different things like futures and stuff like that, which we're talking about today anyway. But yeah, other than that, I'm good. King's EP dropped today. Personal Space said some very lovely things about it. So shout out to you, bro. Thank you very much. That made me smile.
Yeah, man. That was very nice of you, bro.
Very nice video.
Shout out all those boys, man.
Everyone released music today. Yeah. Weird as shit.
Big day, yeah.
We all picked the Friday the 13th?
Well, because music drops on Friday, so these guys, it was just, a coincidence, I guess. But
that song, bro, High Pass, is a low-key banger, bro. As in, it's the beat. I was waiting for DZ to jump on the beat, right? Because I'm like, oh, okay, I can imagine DZ. And I'm like, I was telling him in the car on the way here, it would have waiting for him. But it was, and then I realized going in, coming. This is just the instrumental. But it was still
I sent you that beat.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure.
You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Are you sure?
You didn't.
But I'm just saying. No. That I was saying that track.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. If you
that track alone, just the production is fucking crazy, bro. And I was saying to DZ, he should do another one. That, like, do you know how? Remember in your other album, where was it? What one was it? You had a few albums before when you did a collab album where you had just the instrumental
and then him
on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean? How have the hype us and then DZ jump in as well.
So for that song to me is so like for live shows. You could do something so simple, just like jump, 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 and just say that 100 times, but the crowd will be going fucking nuts. That was my picture for that. I'm pretty sure I sent that to him, and then
I didn't see it. If you did.
Sharks, Kings, fucking everything on the album. I'm just like, I was on it. That got me through public transport this morning, lad. I was like, I caught the 4:19 train from Kingswood Station, lad, and I was like, I was watching The Office, and then I'm like, and then I went to Spotify and I seen the Friendly Fire dropped the fucking whatever DZ and like listen to it, bro, start to finish, bro. I'm like, the production, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
And DZ starts going in on songs that you don't even know that he can go in on, like because it opens up another rap and like
the production is unbelievable. Like
I love it, man. Love it.
On Spotify, the quality is
unreal.
There's no you can't listen to that and say it's amateur. It's no different. It's no different to anybody else you would listen to on Spotify. The production is so crisp and quality, and even louder than a lot of the songs. You know, it's just top notch, man.
I did try to push the boundaries with the loudness. I went like it's like above hip hop average. But that's what I was trying to go for. This, to be honestly, 100% honest, this EP is mostly your vision. I just did the songs, the verses, but like the way you, like it's so unique, but people still like it and listen to it. It's hip hop. Even Personal Space said that on his video. Like you can't, it's hip hop, but it's like, man, it's not hip hop though, because you got Sharks on there. That's EDM, man. You got Hype Bus, which is, I don't know what that is, bro. And then you got the. Look at me when I talk to you. I don't know what that the hell is, man.
Look at me when I talk to you too. That song is so like mellow, and then from Hype Bus to that, it's fucking sick, man. Yeah. It's a great EP. Thank you everyone listening to it. If you haven't yet, check it out now.
Thank you.
All streaming platforms. Kings. The cover art's sick too with the fucking wolves.
Oh yeah, the cover art, bro.
The two wolves, and I love the cover art because when I was designing it as in AI is doing it all for me.
Typing it into fucking Midjourney.
When I'm designing it, I sent him, I was doing like bears wearing crowns, wolves wearing crowns, and then the
sharks wearing crowns.
Yeah, the alternative cover art is what we used for the
track list.
For the track list. And that looks sick, but I was like, it's just not, it's not us though. Like we're more like retro, weird, sci-fi. So I'd done that picture and I was like, okay, this picture, but make it retro 80s futuristic. And then it sent me the two wolves with the weird crowns and shit. And I was like, that's the one. I was like, done. I was like, beautiful. Downloaded it. So thank you to AI AI bots.
I'll tell you what AI ain't doing though is producing that fucking music or rapping those lyrics. So fucking
the whole time.
You know what I've also noticed too? If you're listening, go to anything of Friendly Fire's, right? Go to his bios, go to even the descriptions of the podcast.
Follow on
and
Spotify.
You will notice it is mysteriously written very well to be Friendly Fire. And I just crack up. I was saying it to Rose today. I'm like, this cunt uses fucking AI to do the bios and the descriptions.
Honestly, the only thing...
It's good though. It's fucking good, man.
Bro, it takes off so much work. The workload's like way less.
I was reading your bio on Spotify. It's like Friendly Fire music is an explosion. Mystic.
It's a mystical explosion of sounds in your ears.
I'll read it out. I was crazy.
Thank you, AI.
Hey, can you dramatize it when you say it as well?
Yeah. It's funny too because I know this guy and I know what he types.
I can't write
It's perfect English.
Dramatize it.
Can you pass me one of those, please, bro?
Yeah, and we'll try this. Joey's got a new drink here.
Yeah,
did you sip it yet?
No.
Yeah,
okay,
so
beautiful.
We'll try it in a second.
I thought you did for a second.
No,
we'll sip together. Thank you.
I was originally going to get whiskey, but I thought these cans...
So listen to this. So Friendly Fire's music isn't just a sound. It's an explosion of creativity. A sonic riot that breaks all boundaries and defies convention. Whether you're in a packed club, cruising down the highway, or locked in your headphones, Friendly Fire's tracks are sonic grenades that will make your heart race and your body move. It's like Sonic grenades.
Bro, Sonic grenades, bro. What the fuck?
It's good though. That's a good.
Yeah. Love AI,
true,
mate.
man.
Love it. Where was AI 7 years ago when I first started to produce? Fucking hell,
anyway.
mate.
Imagine Iggy was actually typing that. He was like, Sonic.
A Sonic grenade is gonna make me fuck my dick. Like,
But check that out if you haven't,
Yeah.
man. Let's crack into this drink. What's it even called? by
So
the way?
it is called, it's Brookvale Union Vodka Passion Fruit.
Speaking of trying drinks, we also released our YouTube video on Wednesday. If you
yeah,
haven't.
by the way.
Thanks for the feedback
Yum,
on
yum,
that
yum,
too.
yum.
We do so much that we forget
oh,
how
mate.
much.
God damn.
Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
That is very nice.
That is delicious.
That is awesome.
That is delicious.
That
I knew.
is-
I had a feeling. You know what I mean? I walked out with these. I'm like,
It's a
come
cool,
on.
Yeah, cool can.
These always taste pretty good, man. These type of drinks.
God damn.
That's an S on the tier list for me. The mystery beer tier list. That's an S. I like it.
Ooh.
I could drink this on the night out for sure.
So how
Yeah.
about the next video we'll do mystery spirits tier list instead of beers.
Bro, that'll end a lot
We will
worse
get
than that. We will blind
blind.
enough. But yeah, well,
I feel like Joey, you got to be there for the next one. We'll do it on a weekend.
Ideas, man.
Yeah.
Film on a weekend. I think it'll be funny with three of us. It'd be chaotic as fuck.
It doesn't always have to be alcohol too, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is
It
fun.
just ends up being, it ends up being four guys getting together, like, and just bendering and like, filming it. You're like,
It gets too messy.
he stops trading. Like
we blow all the trading profits on fucking.
Heroin. we
God damn.
become hooked on
All right, what do we got? Did you do like an Instagram thing?
a
I saw-
little bit. I mean, fuck it. We'll
Chop
start.
through it. I got a couple of fucking
I got a
crazy
couple.
points.
I got 3 points too.
I've got some shit to say.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So I said favorite tracks from Kings, seeing as it dropped today. Zexa says Hype Us.
Hype Us,
Shaco
yes.
says Sharks, and Megalodon.
Sharks, yeah. I don't feel
Bit ironic.
Anymore.
Which one's that? Is that Sharks?
Sharks.
Megalodon also says Sharks.
It's like this pumping.
That bit? Oh my, yeah, literally like.
And what I loved about that song
I
is,
imagine I'm at a festival.
bro, keep holding me. Like, what I loved about that song too is that during the drop.
Your head's twisted. You know your head's twisted, right? Like
Yeah.
you're a fucking genius.
Oh yeah.
dog.
I know. I'm the best. I'm literally the best in this country. I
Keep going.
don't give a fuck. Like,
Proceed.
but during that drop, what I loved, again, happy accidents of music. So because I use granulizer, so my go-to thing is what Flume done, which was granulize. He granulized everything. So I do the same thing. So the second I open up my music software, the first plugin before I even have anything is a granulizer. So it's like boom, but I sometimes even granulize fucking drums, bro.
Yeah.
And this shit sounds like stupid. You can't even use it. It's like it's just dumb shit. But that's how I always start. And then I add shit, I layer it, I add melodic vocals, choirs, fucking this guy's vocals, I granulize this motherfucker's vocals. And I'm just, everything is like, the granulizer is like the mother tree and everything else on my tracks are the roots. Yeah. But that track, I granulized those vocals with the dubstep sounds and shit. And while it's dropping, it's doing the hold me, and it'd come back in. But that was a complete accident. I'm not sitting there making it happen. That's just the granulizer full pumping it through. So I'm like, yep, mad, record that, save it, and I'll just kind of sprinkle it in there. I love that song, bro. That was so fucking fun to make.
I think that's my favorite on there.
that was so fun.
Sharks?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
so
I
fun.
think so. Because when that hook, was it a hook? Is that the
Yeah,
hook?
the hook.
When the hook came in, bro, it's just like, this is the shit you do. Like, yeah, it's nuts.
That was my favorite.
I like that the verse. I wrote like a bit of an angry like verse to it.
Bro,
as well.
like the thing is that too, this guy is like, oh,
Lyrics are
bro, this cunt,
insane.
I'll make a hectic beat and then I give it to him and then he just raps so good on it and it just, it's the next level.
but
It's like,
I'm
what
like,
the-
how's he gonna put the syllables in like correct order with the
Yeah.
beat? And then I'm like, I hear that, and I'm like, how? And then you do it, and I'm like, that fucking
That's
works.
how.
And the more
That's fucking how.
But the more I listen though, the more I pick up on things, and yeah, production wise, I've never focused as much on an album as production as I have with this one because I feel like in the past, I haven't known any producers or whatever, and they just get lost in like they get clout for the production, but really it's the artist, right?
Yeah,
But I
100%.
feel like I'm not really in terms of like money, but as in like you know the essential the face of it all. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like that was
It's hard to ignore the production on this EP, especially.
Yeah, because it's so prominent.
Like, it's
that's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
It's in your face as much as the like I said, it's his EP. I just did a couple vocals. Like I'm only on 3 out of 5 songs. You know what I mean? Like it's,
and they're not simple beats.
I would say the production is what this is about, this EP, man. Because your production on this is just next level, bro. Like,
but still, like the thing is that
it did shine through. Like
without this guy's vocals, my productions, I feel like are just kind of beats. Now, yes, they're cool and wacky and different, but I feel like the vocals and the rapping helps bring a bit more attention to it. Like if I released all 5 of those as just instrumentals, like how many people probably listen? Probably not many. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I always like the rap included, but then the ones I do like, the few that you release, maybe 2 to 3 usually release where it's just you. I do enjoy those as well. But DZ does add something to it, and without these, like that, the production is crazy, right? But like you said, to stop it from seeming like another ordinary song, you add rap in there,
100%.
You kind of itch that fucking, get, what is it?
Kill two birds with one stone. But that's
itch that bird with one stone.
Itch that stone. But that's the thing though, is that like with this motherfucker is the only guy who I know can rap to my beats, because my beats are so. Sometimes, bro, I send beats. I'll make a beat and I'm just like,
imagine chilling it over your shit.
That'd be a different fucking thing. But in saying that too, like, I like, to be honest, chilling it. But let's be real.
I don't think he would suit the.
He wouldn't probably suit it. Second of all, even if he
couldn't do it,
I don't think he could do it.
No,
I don't think he could do it. I'll be completely honest, because that's the thing. Like, bro, Joey, in my career,
he's not like as quick.
In my career of going on 8 years of making music, do you know how many beats I've sent out? You could probably guess.
Can I guess?
Have a guess.
What's the cap?
It'd be.
I love it. I've asked you for hints already. 800 and.
No way. I don't think you've made 800 fucking beats.
Probably not that much. But I've sent a lot of beats out. You get the point, right?
That's the hard thing. I don't know how long it takes to make beats. So I'm just like,
do you know how many people respond?
How many?
Him. He's the only one. The only other person who I give props to as well is Mo B. Because Mo B, there's been a couple of... So, example, our song Feed the Fiends, which...
I love that song.
Love that song. That beat was the only fucking beat where this guy got back to me, was like, bro, I can't... Like, he's like, fuck, it's a bit too much. And I was like, yeah, no worries. And then even Mo B replied to me. He was like, bro, he's like, I can't write to this. He goes, the beat's just too... like in your face. It's like, I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, no worries. I sent that beat, bro, to, I reckon, 12 to 13 artists. Promise you. About 12 people. I sent that beat to, because I had the vision.
Maybe ended up doing it.
But that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, please, someone write to this, please. I don't give a fuck how simple it is. Someone needs to put vocals on this, because I could see the vision. And then obviously I send everything to him, Moby, by Steven. They always get the beats first on the label, right? And then when I get no response, usually, that's why I love working with this cunt, because I will get a verse same day sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? But if this guy doesn't respond in a couple days, then I know that he's not going to write to it. So then I'll send it to other people. And then I did that. Moby was like, nah, it's too much. I can't do it, whatever. So I sent it to like 10 other motherfuckers, 11 other motherfuckers. No one gets back to me, and then Moby comes back like 4 months later and goes, bro, I re-listened to that beat and I freestyled this, and he sent me the verse. And I was like, perfect. Do it again. That's the song. And that's still one of my favorite, like my top favorite songs I've ever made. It's that one. That's
I'm gonna type it in now, only because.
Do you want to feed the fiends?
In that song, I like how you put your vocals. You even did, and you can hear it.
Yeah, that was the first time we did the backing. I did like no auto-tune, nothing.
That's a great song. We have some great songs.
That's why. Did you hear in is it Underwater? Can you hear my backing vocal? Yeah, I've been trying to keep. Oh, good shit, man.
Underwater's great too, man. See, we got a lot of good songs that we should probably remaster, remix, new verses.
Oh yeah.
Re-release.
Yeah. That's why I've been having a lot of fun remastering the songs for the show.
Yeah, we got to do that too, man.
That's been you got to listen to the quality difference, man. God. Fuck,
I reckon we should do it. We should do it, bro. We should release, because I got
a remastered album.
I got good songs where either the verses aren't good or the quality's not good.
Fuck, that was bad.
I think like Yoga Fire, That's a great song.
But don't you like leave those in the past and just continue to roll?
That's another thing.
That's another thing. Because then does it not have that authentic?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why when you listen to old classics,
fucking good though. They're good, but they're just let down by the shit. Like, and people didn't hear them. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now we got a bigger following. I don't know, but it's just an idea. We probably won't do it, but
when they're following, if they're real followers, they'll fucking go and they dig deep, bro.
Yeah, but then it's shit. They listen to it and they're like, this sounds shit compared to the new stuff. But it's a good song. The concept is good. The idea is good.
And like I said, and the scary thing is that I'm going on to 8 years of production, and only now is I'm like really got it on lock. It took 8 years of making garbage.
Yeah. Me too, man. Like,
god damn.
I don't rap for a while, and then I'm like, fuck, I don't know. When I finally do get back to rapping, like now, it's been a while since I rap. The last vocals I recorded was the track with Jimmy, the rock thing.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the last vocals I recorded, and then
that's another one I forgot.
I listened. No, that came on shuffle recently. You like shout out to Jimmy on the beat.
Oh, Death Star. Yeah.
Oh no, Death Star. Are you talking about the?
I'm talking about the new one.
Right.
Yeah, here's another track. It's not out yet, but he sent me a beat where it's a guitar riff.
It's like a proper rock.
That's
song.
what I wanted. Yeah. Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Right. I'll show you. It's fucking lit.
That's when I don't rap for a while. I'm like, man, fuck, I don't know if I can even. But then as soon as I get behind the mic, I'm like, fuck, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah. 100%. So yeah, thanks everyone, man. It was good. It's good fun. And this is the only EP we've done this year, is it?
I think so. Yeah.
God damn, what a slow year.
It's been slow. It's been slow.
No, it's been at the same time. It's been a big year.
What do you mean, man?
That's what I mean.
Slow year,
sacrificing certain aspects. Well, I was saying before.
I did Sunday.
Exactly right. You did Sundays,
but that's a lot of old tracks.
Exactly right. Sometimes you got to put, which I will 100% admit, I will put music on the back burner for the next 5 years, if it means in those 5 years I get rich. I will do that 110% without a question. And I love making music. Yeah. It's like I'm addicted to it.
But it's not going to go anywhere.
But I'm also addicted to making money. It's like I really want to make money. Like it's like, oh.
All right. The only other Instagram thing I said was given current times, change of pace. How are you voting for The Voice? Yes or no? And surprisingly, 100% say no. 12 votes for no.
Whoa. I understand that.
Here's one thing I want to say about on this topic, right? Whatever decision you're going to make, right, as long as it's an informed decision, that's all right. But have a brain. You know, like the main weapon that the media and these people with agendas use is bullying, really. So a lot of left-wing kind of snowflake cancel culture type shit is, if you say no, you're a bad person and you're lazy and you're just stupid. That's their argument. Like there was this Aboriginal Indigenous rapper named Bricks or something, I don't know. But they did a campaign for the Yes video, right? And the whole premise of the video was he's at a bar and these two girls come up, they start talking about it. His argument basically was that they're lazy.
He was making fun of him.
They're lazy and they're stupid. Yeah. That's what the Yes campaign's thing was. And it's not even just about the Yes or No campaign for this thing. In general, that's the government and the media's biggest weapon, is bullying people, and the weak people will fall in line because they don't want to be the ones that are bullied. They don't want to feel left out. They don't want to feel like, oh, I'm a bad person. So they will attack people and say, if you disagree, you're wrong or you're bad. It's like with COVID. If you're not vaccinated, you're a bad person. You're an idiot. You need to research. But it's like, I don't know, man. Just really don't be a sheep. Have half a brain and do some research. I'm open to always having my opinion changed. The only reason I have opinions is based on the facts I've seen that resonate with me. If someone comes up to me with an argument and I feel it's true, I'll change my opinion. You know what I mean? So given everything I've seen, and there's a lot of Indigenous people I've seen too who are voting no, and a big thing for me that I saw was these Indigenous people saying, so there's over 200 tribes in Australia. The Voice is only 30 of them or something, right? Something like that. And then I've seen a lot of Indigenous people saying like, well, they're boxing all Aboriginals as the same, but they don't operate like that. Each Aboriginal tribe is their own thing.
Yeah, it's different.
And they say they don't want to be spoken for by these people when that's not my tribe. So why would I let them speak for me? You know, we're our own people, our own thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's one thing, and just everything I've seen, I'm definitely voting no. You know what I mean? And I think if you look at the polls, I was surprised even on a current affair and shit they were showing, the Yes campaign's pretty much like even that's a campaign, and then you got like Woolies and everyone backing, throwing all this money. It's kind of sus. Why do they anyway?
Yeah,
but apparently on Current Affair they're saying it's pretty much like they know it's pretty much defeated. If the vote is legit and accurate, it's pretty much no. It's like 80% are no now, and it's like 20%. Yeah,
but
you already voted anyway, didn't you?
Yeah.
What the thing is also weird, right? Is how come now all of a sudden donkey votes are counted as a yes? You know how now you're not allowed to do a donkey vote. You have to write like.
But it's not an election though. And like, the only time have we done this before? I don't know. We probably have. The only thing I remember is gay marriage in this that we're doing now. Has there been any other things we've had to?
Wait, so did gay marriage get? Are we allowed?
That was a yes. Gay marriage.
Oh, okay.
But we did the same thing. Everyone in
we
the
can
country.
get married now.
You want to get married?
Yeah.
Let's get married.
on show?
If you want, I mean, obviously keep it to yourself if you want. But what did you say?
Like I voted yes. I was on the no.
Oh, did ya?
I was on the no.
Get out.
Ben.
Get out.
Just like
scurry away.
Like I don't know. I was going no, right? And the reason I initially was like no because I heard that, you know, even though 80% of Aboriginals voted yes, 20% voted no, right?
But that was very outdated though. That statistic is from fucking before.
But this is the reason why I said no, right?
I get it, yeah.
And I'm like, oh well, even Aboriginal people are saying it's going to cause more division or whatever, blah 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 blah. But then it's just like, how would it create more division? It's like, wouldn't it be? I don't know. Like, do you think if they had someone to speak for them, like an Aboriginal, they would be more, like, have more opportunities to like have better like resources and stuff because they care about other Aboriginals. Which if you're not Aboriginal, like I don't really think about it on a day-to-day basis. I'm not saying I don't care, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're not like on the train going fuck.
Yeah, and like I don't know, and people that say like what Tori was saying to me, she's like, she literally changed, like swung my mind. She was like, she literally was just like, who cares if they're getting like a little bit more resources and whatever. It's like they were oppressed for so long. It's like, and people that say it was so long ago, get over it. It's like what do you mean? Like it was pretty fucked. But even then, it's like if you're a single mum, you get benefits. If you're, I don't know, fucking crippled, I don't know, you get anything, right? Like anything you can get like a benefit of some
Everyone
sort.
should get some help.
Everyone should get some help. Just because they're Aboriginal, why don't get help? And they're not getting a Bentley every fucking second week. They're getting little shit. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? But at the end of the day, why do you not want that? Like, what's the worst that can happen if there was an Aboriginal? Because at the end of the day, everyone thinks that if you vote yes to it, that they're just going to be the new parliament. They got to bring it to parliament anyway. So they still got to get through.
They got a lot of work to do still. Yeah.
They got to. Whatever it needs to get approved by higher ups, but they just have their own party, and it's like, you know what I mean? Let them have their own party, and if they get better benefits, who gives a fuck? Like,
I just don't like the idea of boxing them in. Like, and that's what I've heard a lot of Aboriginals say is like they're not like this. They can do it now. There's plenty. There's like, I think there's like 12 Aboriginals in Parliament right now. Like they're normal people. They can go do it.
Yeah, that's
you know, they're not a freaking person that has to be catered.
That's
like
the problem.
Yeah,
right?
maybe there's that side as well.
My opinion for voting no is right. First of all, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck if you're Aboriginal, Ugandan, African. You live here, we're all Australian. That is it. I don't give a fuck if you're black, you're white, you're Asian. We're Aussies.
Yeah.
So what that's like them. That's them going. All right. Yep. Yes wins. We've got now the Aboriginal who has to speak for the Aboriginals only because they're so oppressed and so this. Like they're not fucking babies, bro. Like we're Australian. That what happens then? They say yes. Then all of a sudden the Chinaman from China comes along. Oh, I want to vote yes for the Chinese people. We need to vote because we're Chinese living in Australia. No. You living here, bro, you're Australian.
But is it more because
we're all Australian?
Is it more because we're living on stolen land, though, essentially?
But
like
everywhere is stolen.
Every country, yeah.
Every
I agree.
country is stolen.
What you said would be great if it was about that. It's not about that. There's no benefit. There's hardly any information about what's actually going to happen from this, and they don't even know. Yeah. You know, and that's one of the main points of why a lot of people are saying no. There's no detail.
Like, what's the point for the yes?
They don't.
You know what I mean?
And it's a very bizarre thing. And like, obviously,
I can see both sides.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And obviously, it's you can have your opinion as long as it's an informed one. You know what I mean? And if you're yes or no, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. But just have a brain. Don't follow the crowd is the point I wanted to make. Like
which more votes do than not, really.
Oh, 100%. People just say, oh, I don't want to be bad. But they see on the TV these dumb, stupid videos that aren't informative at all. They don't show you anything. They just say, if you vote no, you're one of those guys.
Tori at breakfast with her grandparents and my family, she got into like a not heated argument, but like Kayla, her sister, was like, you know, gonna say like, oh no or whatever, and she's like, oh, what, like, you know, blah blah blah, this and that. But the reason why she was saying no, they were dumb reasons, right?
Yeah.
And it was an ill-informed opinion, and so Tori was really stressing, like you were just saying to me. She's like, it needs to be informed. If you say yes or no, who gives a fuck? But at least you can just say positively, because you know some people, they hear something from someone and they're like, I don't want to do this because that. You know what I mean? Like, and then, you know what I mean? There's just, you don't really make it, like, you got to be comfortable in your own decision.
I don't know, especially in like a country like Australia where we're so lucky, where I feel like we are pretty good, but like then you look at the US where they're so divided.
Yeah.
Like in the US, right, they're fucked beyond repair. They're
killing themselves from the inside.
If you're in the US, if you're Latino, you're a Latino. And you're trying to fight for Latin rights on American soil. Who gives a fuck if it got stolen from the Europeans, from the Spanish, from Africans, whatever. It's America. You're on American soil. So, but if you're Latino, you're a Latin fighting for Latin rights in America. If you're black, you're fighting for black rights in America. You know what I mean? I feel like we don't have that here. But they're trying to, this little weird campaign is kind of weird. Again, I've got no info on it. I have not been paying any attention, so I don't know. But I just feel like this could, if yes, for example, did win, I feel like it could be the start. Not now, but maybe in 20 years.
I don't think it'll win, though. I don't think it'll win.
Yeah, but if it did, it could be the start of them trying to divide.
But what if it's...
what reason?
But what if it's not bad?
But what if it's not bad? That's what I'm saying. What if there is good intentions?
Listen,
you don't know. Like,
I'll tell you something for me as well. When you see Woolworths, Coles, Harvey Norman, all these
all
the biggest
on board,
saying vote, you have to vote yes. I got a text message saying vote yes. It's like, where's the no text message? Why are they pushing it so hard?
Yeah. Any business that rich doesn't do anything that doesn't make them money. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They're not texting you going,
exactly.
Hey.
So
just a friendly reminder.
I'll read the exact text message I got, which again makes no sense. There's no context to it. It just says, Indigenous Australians want a voice. Okay, who said that?
You're speaking for all Aboriginals here?
Okay, first of all, yep. So they want a voice.
They went and knocked on every Aboriginal's door, apparently.
Yeah, they went to every tree.
They went with the big scroll. They're like, you from the Dreamtime.
You from the Gurimara tribe. Do you want yes or no? So it says, Indigenous Australians, they want a voice. Okay, fair enough. Because when governments listen to people, they make better decisions and get better results. Vote yes. First of all, the governments never listen to fucking people. They haven't listened to us since the beginning of human history. Yeah. They're not going to now.
Nope.
So what is the main... Okay, I'll ask you a question. What's the main profitable agenda for voting yes for such large companies? That's the only question I have.
I've seen actually, now listen, I'm not too well versed in this, but I don't know how true or anything it is, but there was something in the Constitution that prevented them from being able to purchase Aboriginal land or something the way it currently was. So this vote yes apparently is going to allow them to be able to get this land. Something like that, right? But look, I'm not too well versed in that, but apparently that's another thing. But apart from any conspiracy, I feel like I've seen enough reasons from well-informed people as to why my vote is no. And a lot of other people have too, which is why, but it's just, I feel like if the yes thing, they had a proper laid out, this is what's going to happen. This is what we're planning to do. This is what we'd like to do to help Aboriginal communities, to close the gap, to do this. This is what we can do. There's none of that. It's just vote yes, they're in trouble, we're going to help them. Yeah. All right, well, fucking how? You know what I mean? And it's just, I feel like if they had a better layout of what is actually going to happen, and there was a very intelligent Aboriginal woman on A Current Affair that was talking last night.
Kathy Freeman?
No. She was a politician.
Just in the Mumbai place?
It was a politician who she's already in parliament, an Aboriginal politician. But she was saying that, she voted no and that it's lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
About the Aboriginal politician already
before that why was it? Why did I bring
because there was no list of reasons to vote for it.
Yeah, and she was saying, right, that in future, like maybe, if more Aboriginals got into parliament and, people, we could plan out a better thing, like have it more and maybe, but just right now it's not going to do anything.
But is it going to, and I'm just being the devil's advocate here, is it going to like affect our lives personally? Like as individuals?
No.
So at the same time, why not just vote yes at the same time? But it
can be detrimental.
But what if it helps
It can be detrimental though. And it seems like it's more detrimental than it would be helpful.
But what if they get off the shabs? What if they stop smoking?
That's why.
It won't though.
But let me just say something. You saying what if it helps them? Help them with what?
I don't know, like better housing or...
How
though? You're boxing them in.
Anyway, and
true.
listen,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether
so you treat them like, hey, you're scum. You can't afford your own house.
Yeah,
I get that.
I've met some Aboriginals that are but then smart. They've got money. They've got.
As soon as they say, but you have to pay for this, I go, I'm out. I'm out. Put it that way. If they go membership, like monthly, I'm like, pff. Laters.
Anyway, regardless of where you sit or what you're doing,
I'm clapping my sticks. I'm getting out of there, mate.
just don't be stupid. All right, use a brain. Don't follow the crowd.
Yeah.
It's an interesting fucking topic, man.
It's politics. Politics
and some people,
is always...
I'm willing to have a discussion, open discussion, and appreciate what anyone else has to say, even if it's not against, if it's against my view. But it's like some people get very
close-minded and heated. That's what I love about Joey. Right? You come. Rose described you yesterday. We were talking about
the Egyptian fun.
No, she said you're like a puppy. You're like an excitable, like you're just
Aboriginal puppy.
You're happy to talk and like you'll hear anyone out. You're just happy to listen and conversate and to talk. And I was like, fuck, you know what? Like if you were an animal, you would be like a golden retriever.
Golden retriever. 100%.
Because you're just happy guy.
Love sponge.
And that's what I like about you when we have as well on the podcast, we get a bit deeper and shit. You are always open to hear someone out and to, you will say what your piece, but you'll also hear the other person and you'll think, okay, what do I think of this? And this is my opinion. And you're just you're not so harsh on any position. You're very fluid. You're open to anything.
Pedophiles, I'll be a bit,
but you're just an open-minded guy.
Yeah, for sure.
An open-minded guy, which I think is important, man. And especially in politics, in these situations, you have to be open-minded. COVID was a massive one. People were so fucking close-minded.
Oh, yeah.
God, dude, I can't believe that happened.
Come on, man.
Did that?
It feels like a bad movie. You know how you watch a movie and there's like, because it felt like it was leading up to a climactic part of a movie.
And nothing
like
happened.
Shut down, and then it goes, it's like getting to the end and it's like, I don't know, the credits just roll up. The climax about to happen.
Nothing.
It
was like a very,
literally,
a shit Japanese Netflix doco where like they're talking and then the words come out 6 seconds later. Like,
It
was like one of those movies. Like, did that actually fucking like people were crying over not having to go to work, bro? But me and the boys were like, yeah. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, I'll get paid to stay home and play games.
I went past the 5 kilometer radius thing or whatever. Me and my mate went had mushrooms and went for a bush hike
during COVID.
How
dare you?
Yeah, I know, right? So it was like it was more like, imagine if like he's tripping on mushrooms, a police car pulls up and you're gonna be like, fuck. Wow. Excuse me, sir. How far are you from home?
They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care about the mushrooms. They'd care that you're fucking. Yeah, you're too close. Stand. Fucking.
That I can't believe that fucking happened. That was.
Hey, hi, I'm Officer.
But speaking of countries and fucked up things, all right. One of the other points I had written down here is: so did you hear about this? Canada, right, has introduced a bill, right, that requires all podcasters to register with a government organization to do the podcast. So you have to be registered as like a thing. And I promise you, Australia is coming same shit.
Yeah.
And they have to it's kind of like censoring maybe like a little
register
bit.
Register it as a business or
They
something.
can kind of keep tabs on you more sort of thing.
Yeah, because people talk about shit like this and they don't want it. You know what? FireCast, they fucking signing up this shit, you motherfuckers. You can come get us.
Whether you're into conspiracies or not, this is a slow game for these guys, for the elites and everything. It's a slow game, so it's step by step by step. You know the saying, "Give them an inch, they take a mile."
Yes.
It's like that, right? Yep. So people go, "Who cares? Register a podcast. You can still do podcasts." Yeah, all right, done. 5 years later. Now you can't say this and now we have certain topics you have to talk about. Okay, and people go, "Who cares? We can still talk about what we talk about."
Exactly.
And then they go 10 years later. That's how it is, and that's how it's been, and that's what's going to keep happening. Exactly. And it's the same thing with your money, digital currency, all that. It's a slow game, and that's why these right wing people and you know they are so about their freedom and everything because they realize it's a slow game. Now, right-wing people are just as stupid as left-wing. I think everyone can be so hard-headed and dumb.
What am I? Am I left or right?
You're definitely more right-wing.
Yeah, okay.
100%.
What's right-wing? So I don't get it when they say left-right. I'm like,
I don't get it either.
I don't like those terms, but it's
American term, isn't it?
It is. It's political. No, it's everywhere. But
everywhere?
It's a way they describe in politics.
I can't imagine an Italian guy going, "They're left." You know what I mean?
It's basically just
the right and the left.
It's because America's so politically charged, so you hear it a lot in reference to Trump and shit.
Okay.
But so it means right wing is more in line with values of business, religion, like modesty. You know, keeping things the same as they are, working. You know, doing good. And then left wing is more about fluidity and everyone's equal and everyone abortion and
just Iggy's over there with like
you know what I mean, like Democrats is left wing, but I don't like those terms either. But it's the best way to describe.
You don't have to be one or the other.
Definitely not. You shouldn't be.
It's the people that are the extremes, that the ones that march into the fucking
the Capitol building. That's right. Like that's what I'm saying. They can both be dumb. You know what I mean? I feel like people aren't open-minded. That's the problem with today. People aren't open-minded.
The thing is, though, have you seen that clip on Alex Jones lately? Or not lately, I don't know how long ago
where he gets choked out by the guy. You seen that? And the guy chokes out Alex Jones, he goes to sleep. He's one.
No. The one.
What is it? Hulk Hogan?
No, there was some guy, I can't remember who it was, but I saw a clip of Alex Jones.
He choked out
and
Alex
the guy,
Jones.
he's choking him out, and Alex Jones goes to sleep. And it's funny he wakes up, he's like... he wakes up like a fucking cartoon character.
That's so funny.
He was saying,
but he actually goes out.
He was saying on some fucking podcast or whatever that like this is the first time ever in like the history of humanity that we've got the elites not on the back foot, but like we've got them worried because the first generation of like woke young people were slowly starting to come through, and we're kind of like, okay, that doesn't fucking make sense. Why would we do that? So, like, for example, say if this is the 80s, this yes thing, yes probably wins like that. No one questions it. You get told to vote yes because it makes the Aboriginals feel better or whatever. So we do it. Do you know what you know what I'm saying? So Alex Jones was like, bro, this is the first time ever we've got them kind of worried where they're starting to do like more extreme shit to kind of keep us back in our little cage. But because there's so many of us now that people are doing podcasts, people are fucking streaming, doing videos,
but you can't talking about all this anything like down. Like everyone's going to come together with everything that's available now. You know what I mean? They can't. They can. I mean, they could always keep just holding power, but like, do you know what I mean? With strength in numbers, kind of thing,
bro, mate.
The more everyone like kind of gets amongst it and like challenges certain things.
Bro, can I please have another one of these, by the way?
Yeah, for sure.
But bro, so I've said this on this podcast before, but I'm going to say it again. Guess what movie I watched the other night with my girlfriend?
Ants or A Bug's Life? Which one was it?
Wait,
A Bug's Life?
Mate, that scene was a fucking subliminal message. Have you seen A Bug's Life? The movie? Everyone has, right?
That show, bro. I love that more over Ants.
Bro, do you remember the scene when the grasshoppers, after they go to try attack the ants, they go back and it's the first time that Flick, one of the little ants, has tried to stand up to the grasshoppers? Yeah. Nothing happened, obviously. But the leader grasshopper, he gets told by the other little grasshoppers, oh, don't worry about them. We won't go back. We don't need their food. And the leader grasshopper, what does he say? He goes, it's not about the fucking food. It's about reminding them where their place is in the food chain.
Yeah.
We're here. The ants are here. Us being the ants, the elites are the grasshoppers. And the grasshopper goes... And then the other grasshopper goes, it's only one ant. Who cares? They're all laughing. And then the leader grasshopper goes, yeah, okay. He grabs like a fucking pine cone or whatever the fuck it is, a nut, and he throws the nut at one of the grasshoppers. He goes, "Does this hurt?" Throws a nut. And the grasshopper goes, "No, not really." He goes, "Oh yeah," they're all laughing. Haha, it doesn't hurt. And the leader grasshopper goes, his name was Hopper. Hopper goes, "Okay, does this hurt?" Throws another one. "No, doesn't hurt." They're all laughing. He goes, "Yep." Throws one more. Doesn't hurt. They're all cracking up. Then he goes, "What about this?" He uncorks like the fucking tube where all the nuts are.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And 100 pile of nuts buries him.
Yeah.
He goes, "What about now?"
Yeah. He was a crazy cunt, Hopper. I remember him.
And all the grasshoppers like, "Oh, fucking." He goes, "Those fucking ants." Well, not fucking, but those ants outnumber us 100 to 1.
Those freaking ants.
Yeah. If one of them stands up to us, they all fucking stand up to us. And I'll watch that like a kid eating popcorn. I was that resonant. I was like, Chloe,
I love my nuts.
Bro, I rewinded it because Chloe was on her phone. I'm like, "Watch this fucking scene, please." I'm like, "Stop fucking around. Watch this scene." I'm like, "Watch it." And we watched that scene like 7 times.
There's a lot of stupid people, but I am optimistic. It's the age where you're more informed than ever. And if you really want to be informed, but the biggest thing I would say is turn off the fucking news. Turn off the fucking news. I was saying that, describing how I saw this shit on the news last night and shit. It's not because I'm watching it. It's because fucking Rose's mum watches it every night, and I hate that shit. The news, turn that shit off. It's their biggest weapon. That's how they brainwash you, man. But yeah, I think if there is strength in numbers, if people had a half a brain and kind of we banded together, man, we could do some real shit. You know what I mean?
If you see, again, Australians come together as Aussies. I don't give a fuck if this land belonged to the Spanish, to the Aboriginals, to the Africans. That was 100,000 years ago. Who gives a fuck? We're here now. We're all Australians. Come together and we fucking run a bum rush Parliament House type shit.
Anyway, the thing is, though, like, I feel like the longer you divide with things that I'm this and this happened to me, I'm bad, let's do this, or you're bad, you did this, the longer racism persists, man, the more I see human. I don't care what you are, who you are. You know, I want everyone to be safe and equal and fair. So, like, the longer we give, like Latinos, Asians, everything, if, like, Asians can do this, it's like cultural appropriation, you know, cultural appropriation, and everyone gets up in arms because this is my culture and this is your culture. It's like, man, just be people.
I don't know if I have touched up on this, but Tom Segura did a killer bit, which is a famous comedian. Went to Sydney, seen him there, and he was like, Aboriginals, he opened with this, Aboriginals remind me of the Mexicans of Australia. He goes, because most of them are commonly a public nuisance and alcoholics.
Yeah.
Literally, bro, he opened the show up and everyone was piercing themselves. You had to put your phones in a seal bag and they took them away. But, like, bro, it was, he had everyone in stitches, bro, because it's like, it's comedy, folks. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But it was a good fucking call, but because it's like, it's so...
It's just funny, man. Like,
it's comedy, you know, and you can't.
I saw so there was a guy, right? This gym instructor, right? He was a gym instructor of a teens women's gym team, right?
Fuck.
And they made the nationals or whatever. And he sent out an email. He said, "Oh, congratulations to our beautiful women's team. They achieved the medal or whatever." And he sent an email, and he got fired because he said beautiful. He called the girls beautiful, and that was sexually objectifying the girls.
See, they're the problem. They
are the problem, bro. Check the hard drive. Check the hard drive. Whoever read that email and thought that was inappropriate, because they're fucking guilty.
They're pedos.
How is that inappropriate?
That is pedo ass.
How many times do you go, "You have a beautiful baby"? Oh, you're a beautiful daughter. You have a beautiful son.
Don't say that about my daughter,
bro. This world, if you continue down that path, things only get worse. So fucking toughen up a bit, man. Come on. I thought that was fucking ridiculous.
You heard it here first.
I'm running for parliament. Fuck this shit, man. I'm telling you, you are all fucked when I get elected, mate. I'll deport a lot of you.
Do you have
a Great Northern in hand?
Yep.
Cigar, whiskey.
You
know what I love about fucking Winston Churchill?
Yeah. We need more people like him in office, mate.
Fucking cigar,
mate.
Man.
And then he's got the famous photo where they're doing the victory sign, but he did it the wrong way. So victory was like that, but he did it like that, which means up yours. So he's doing that. He gets out the limo and he's like pink, and it gets fucking. They take a picture of him and it's in the newspaper.
That's so funny,
mate. saved England out of World War II, man.
Times were cool back then, man. Like, you could have a cigar. Fat cigar was normal.
In the
pub,
oven.
your feet up, fat cigar.
How did he save England in the...
So, I can't remember who was the Prime Minister before him. I don't want to butcher it, so I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
Either way, there was a Prime Minister before him during World War II, and the stress of it all got so much because, bro, England were getting... The first year of the war, the Allies, we were getting smashed. Obviously, we didn't have America's help and shit, right? And then the Japanese fucked up by bombing Pearl Harbor. Silly. But anyway, because America said we're not going to get involved, we're neutral, and then they did that. But anyway, but England were struggling. England and France were struggling for the first year, and they were fucking under the pump, bro. They lost so many English kids and that. That Prime Minister ended up resigning due to stress. And the whole cabinet were like, bro, we need Winston Churchill in there. And again, I don't know.
Because he was like a military guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, so he had military experience and shit like that.
He was a defense minister or something.
Defense minister, and he was a man's man. Cigar, suit.
I only seen him in Peaky Blinders. And
yeah, always drinking.
Oh yeah, he was in that, eh?
Yeah.
Always drinking. So everyone was like, this guy resigned, and they all went, yep. We want him. This guy needs to save us. And he was like, what the fuck? He's like, all right, whatever. So he gets elected prime minister.
Was he a bit more savage, maybe?
Yeah. No, so he come out basically with like a speech and shit on the radio. It was famous as. You can look it up on YouTube. Yeah. And look, he says a whole bunch of bullshit. And then he just basically goes, we're going to fight to the last English person. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He goes, retreat is not an option. He goes, we're going to fight back. These guys are trying to invade us. He goes, we're fighting. We're going to fight to the last guy. And they just started fucking deploying troops, bro. And we just started pumping them. And then, of course, Japan fucked up, bombed Pearl Harbor. America gets involved on England's side, and we just annihilate them. But that's how it all... But during that time was so rocky because no one knew what to do. Everyone's panicking, freaking out. So they just all of a sudden would get the fat guy with the cigar, get him involved.
Fat guy.
He just fucking went balls to the war, bro. He's like, yep. He goes, we're not surrendering. I don't care if we all die. We're going in. And...
Have you seen that speech of Harry S. Truman when they dropped the bombs on Japan? Mm-hmm. The speech, it's fucking
scary,
it's eerie, bro.
Why?
Because he's like so professional, sitting there. It's a video, and he's like, "Today we have dropped 2 bombs on Japan." Like it's just fucked up.
It's eerie. It's eerie.
It's fucked up. But like, do you think Japan, right? Maybe there was like a bit of foul play with the US, saying like, maybe let's false flag them hitting Pearl Harbor so we can join. We have an excuse to join this thing. Maybe they slid Japan,
Nah, I don't know. I think they actually did that.
Why did Japan do that though?
So the reason Japan did that, because again, what a lot of people don't realize about World War II is that before World War II started, Japan was already being cheeky and trying to expand. And I'm pretty sure, again, I'm not going to say it so I don't butcher it and all you TikTok... I was going to say the F word, like...
Yeah.
Okay. All you TikTok losers don't have a fucking cry. But Japan were already beefing with someone and trying to invade. And they were trying to come down towards like Papua New Guinea and that. And people don't realize how close Australia is to Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, we were next.
So we were next. So they then attacked Pearl Harbor. But they saw that because Hitler was doing so well in the first year of the war. So they were like, fuck, this is our opportunity to grab some more land. They then attacked Pearl Harbor for whatever fucking reason. And then America was like, yeah, nah. And then they just dropped 2 bombs.
I like how well versed you are in World War II.
I've done so much research.
I'm not too well
versed. I did it in high school, but more about World War II and the war.
3 favourite subjects, World War I, World War II, the Roman Empire.
Oh, Roman Empire for sure.
I've done so much research.
See, I don't know much about the Roman Empire or nothing, eh?
I know quite a bit about that.
I know it all.
I genuinely think, right, what happened to Japan is horrendous, right? Hopefully it never happens again. But I feel like that happening to them is part of the reason why the culture is how it is now.
Yeah, well, do you know why
they went from like savages to like...
Do you know why they did that though? Do you know why they...
I'm joking.
Why they resulted to dropping bombs on them? So,
because everyone else gave up except Japan, right? They were still left.
Yes. Yeah. So the thing about the Japanese is that they're one of the most like
fight to the death.
They're the most proud. They're one of the most proudest countries.
All about honor.
It's all about honor. And to a Japanese person, or especially back then, to a Japanese person, the greatest honor you can receive as a man is dying for Japan, right? That's drilled into them from the get-go. So that's why they did the kamikaze suicide bombings and shit, because to them, they're looking forward to it. They're not scared. They're fucking going, fuck yeah.
That's their purpose.
For Japan, I was born to do this. So the cabinet, the war cabinet of America, when all Germany and all that fucking surrendered, they're having massive meetings and shit, obviously, and they're going, fuck, how do we get these motherfuckers to fucking stop? And then they're not going to stop, right? The Japanese emperor at the time come out with a fucking, I don't know if it was like a radio or whatever. He come out with a speech, and he basically said, he goes, same thing as Winston Churchill, but Japanese. He said, we're not surrendering. He goes, because they were the Allies, we were originally planning an invasion of the Japanese mainland. They ended up estimating if we did that, the death toll would have been like over 7 or 8 million, which would have been like the most ever in the recorded war. So obviously, us being the noble white people that we are, we're going, fuck, how do we stop the death toll of 7 million? Okay, why don't we bomb and kill 500,000 of them? So it was one of those things where it's like better 500,000 of them than 7 million of all of us, because Japan had already declared that they're not surrendering. So that's when they then get Oppenheimer. Can you make us a fucking bomb? We want to kill a whole bunch of people to try and make these guys surrender. And then that's why for some weird reason, they hit them with the double whammy. Instead of just doing it on one city, they've gone bang, bang. Surely that's going to make them stop. And then Japan did surrender.
That was new technology at the time too. Now it was like as well a show to show, look how scary this is. You know, you don't want to fuck with us anymore. Yes. No one wants to fucking go any further. Look what we got. You can't beat this. That's what, you know.
See, but the problem is though, America do it. Russia then do it. China do it. Israel South Korea do it. The Arabs do it. Or now everyone's got these nukes. Yeah. Everyone's got these nukes at the press of a fucking button. Yeah. And with like, you know what I mean? And with all the tension going on in the world, it's just like literally, what if you just like, let's just say I'm the prime minister of fucking, I don't know, Uzbekistan. One morning I went too hard on the drink the night before, and I get up, I go, fuck this. Beep, beep, beep. Like, it's as easy as that. Yeah. There's a couple codes and a thing, and it flies.
That's like saying, though, if you drive, you can crash it into oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, because everyone knows the power of these things, and everyone has them. So they know if I launch, they're going to launch, it's end of the world. Who benefits from that?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, but you get one unhinged dude like fucking Kim Jong-un, or fucking, you know, push Putin too much, you know, but.
I don't know, but have you been seeing Trump's speeches lately? About trying to get back into office. God damn, he's been giving it to everyone.
They're trying to get him, man.
He's literally saying, live audience, he's like, if you vote me back into office, he goes, all this crazy bullshit happening in the world will come to an end.
And he's right.
And I believe him.
I believe him too.
I believe this motherfucker.
As soon as he got out of office, that's when they invaded Ukraine. That's when they did this. And it's like, Trump was, you know, these fucking Biden and Democrats aren't human, bro. You have to understand they're fucking reptilian shapeshifters. They have an ethereal agenda, all right? It's not about this world. But Trump is a fucking real dude, man, and he's trying to keep peace. So vote with your fucking brain, not your dumb little, like, I don't want to be a bad person. Like, the media is fooling you idiots, all right? Use your fucking brain, all right? You're voting against Trump because he's a racist. He's a racist. What's race going to matter if the fucking world's blown up, buddy? All right? So shut the fuck up. Use your brain a little bit.
Yep. Have like a bomb shelter. It's like, are you black? It's like
imagine, look how white. We don't have enough. We don't have enough black
little
people.
Jimmy, come here. Little Jimmy's like, he's like, his big ass lips. Like, yeah.
Like, can you imagine? You see a nuclear thing coming, and it's like, I wish I voted yes.
Yeah. You know. Interesting. Remember I was talking about the meteor that they sent a sample to? Yeah. Well, they revealed what was on it.
Isn't it water in it?
They found water in there.
Interesting.
Crazy, man. So life is we're definitely not the only source of life, but why? Why haven't we seen any? Like, why isn't it visible that there's other societies?
I honestly...
I think it's just space is that big.
No.
It's so much bigger than us.
No, I just think it's because humans were that fucking stupid that the rest of the world have just gone, let's let them destroy themselves and we can get on about our they're like having intergalactical tea and like scones and shit, like they're doing weird shit, and we're here like fucking trying to scare each other with like fucking missiles and voting yes and no. Like
life is so strange.
No, fuck that, bro. I love this life. I love you.
It's
can
awesome.
Enjoy. I imagine like they say when you're extraterrestrial and you're like an alien and you don't need your genitals anymore because you're too good for sex all of a sudden. Like how good are you, bro? You got to think pretty highly of yourself to be like, they're too good for sex.
Take my nuts.
Yeah, like you have fake food, hologram food. Yummy.
Fuck that.
Nah, fuck that. Give me a ribeye and
ribeye.
And fucking,
give me a ribeye and I'm voting for yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, life is good, but you know how it's like, what if we don't know what we're missing out on? You know, like you keep an animal in captivity, it doesn't know any better. What if that's what's going on here?
That's us, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's us.
Talk on that topic. Me and Tori got into watching this show called Silo, and it's about this. It's like the world had ended somehow. You didn't get any context, but whatever. There was and these people have formed a big silo underground, right? And there's like 10,000 people roughly living on there, and they have their own levels with vegetation, and they have like all automated system, but being inside, and the top of it leads to the outside, and it's got like windows in certain areas, and they have on the screen what it's like on the outside, toxic, you can't breathe. So that's why they have to live inside this silo. There's like a full community, 100 and something levels, no elevator. So if you're on the top and you got to walk down, this and that,
God,
and they're all living inside, you know what I mean? And they're all told from birth. Any other relics were like items from like the before times were taken away and confiscated if you had anything old. They just wanted to wipe out history books. They had no history books. They reckon they burned in the...
This sounds cool as
right.
It's like Attack on Titan.
They're starting blank canvas. So they're kind of told for the first time, we know history. Iggy knows history. You know history. Everyone knows what happens in fucking Hitler, this and that. If you have no recollection of what you only have, and they've only been doing this for 114 years or something. So this is kind of fairly new. And then you work out in the series how there's like a little society, like a government, their form of the government, and they're doing shady shit and killing people that have evidence of what's outside of here. And then one time they kill the generator, and before the generator kicks back in, the windows they can see outside, that was fake. That was like an illusion, and they've been tricking them. And then all of a sudden the power goes out, and before it goes back on, there's a little glimpse of what it's really like, and they're all like,
"It's like beautiful."
Did you guys see that? And there was birds and shit. They got told so they start fucking going, what's going on? I'm getting goosebumps. That
Is this on Netflix?
It's on Apple TV because we got a new TV.
Random as shit, yeah.
Yeah, because we just got a new TV, but it's so good because then like you're in the investigation room with like the police because you follow the police woman around, the main police woman, and this and that. So it's fucking hectic,
bro. You know
that reminded me. Why did I go off on that tangent?
Because we were talking about like what if it's like that in real life? Like we don't know what we're missing out on.
But that's so it's like imagine if we were like the people in the silo.
Bro. But that reminds me. Have you seen the 100?
Yeah,
yes.
Similar.
Gus started watching it, didn't finish it.
I love that. Bro, the first 3 seasons of that were.
I got up to when they met the people that were already on the land
on Earth, bro. Same thing. So in the space station, they're saying Earth is toxic. You can't go down there. They send these kids down there, and it's beautiful birds. There's deer,
and they send them down in like little groups, hey, and they're supposed to signal. They're supposed to signal back, and the signal breaks,
and then they end up having a fucking tribe down there and shit.
But see, there's a lot of tropes like that in everything. It's like what's going on. Even like Truman Show's kind of similar, and then you got Attack on Titan.
Is that similar,
bro?
Attack on Titan. They live their whole life in a walled city. They don't know what's beyond the walls, and there's a whole fucking world out there, other nations and shit. They have no idea.
It has been a continuous kind of like trend
it's a
of
theme.
theme.
I don't know, but the fucked up thing is we wouldn't know. There's no way to tell if that's...
And we only live, 80, 90 years? 80 if I'm lucky. 80,
30
if
I'm lucky.
Yeah.
What am I, like 28?
In the big scheme of things.
Life is good, though.
Yeah.
And it is what you make it.
Yeah, 100%.
It is what you make it.
And all these rhetorical questions that we might never know, they're good to, ponder over and have discussions. But it's like, I would love to fucking know before I pass.
But it makes
Imagine if
difference.
you're on your deathbed and I'm like... It's like, and you're like, give me the book. And Donald Trump runs in with those files that he stole. Remember before how he got? Do you know how he got in trouble from stealing those files? Like, I can't even do a
We're
Donald Trump.
in a simulation.
Yeah. Just right before I die, this like aliens do exist. Well, I can't do.
But you die.
Yeah, die.
Donald Trump, I'm actually an Aboriginal. Oh.
Yeah. I voted yes.
Dead.
Well, I mean, we got it good here, though, man. Life's good. If you make it, it's what you make it. And you are the creator of your own life. There's this thing my missus has been reading where it's people who have near-death experiences and they share their stories. They're all almost the same story, first of all. And it's just like, I don't know, man. They all say that when they die, when they were dead, these people who've died, right? That they all feel it's just such peace, no fear, no nothing. It's just
really
that's peace.
Like crazy.
And
what?
it's crazy, man. And there's so many crazy stories, and everyone's story is a little bit different, but it's all like
similar,
very the same shit, And it's just I don't know, man. This life, there's evidence. I feel like that we're here. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. To me, it feels like this isn't
the end. Yeah.
This isn't it. You know what I mean? Like, we're here to elevate our souls for whatever reason, or to experience things and to do things. And then once we die, we either reincarnate.
Maybe this is the pre-drinks.
Yeah. This is pre-drinks.
This is pre's, boys. Yeah, this is pre's. Go, keep
Salute.
going.
But yeah, it's just interesting that, I feel like there's more to life. And if you read this stuff and you look into it and you see all this evidence, it feels like the law of attraction is real. You create your reality. It's like
manifestation is real.
We're all fragments of God, right? That has split itself into individual souls to experience itself through the five senses, right? So stay with me here, right? So God is consciousness. What this is. The only way consciousness can experience the creation and what it does create. This is all a creation of consciousness. It's created this universe, this world, and it wants to experience itself. So how it does that is it splits itself into 8 billion different souls and eyes, and we can all experience what life is, consciousness. So it's like even the animals, the birds, it's like, so people say I'm one with everything. Everything is one. That's what it's saying.
Because everything has a consciousness, and it's like you're all
every
one.
living thing.
Every living organism.
Like
from a fucking plant, bro, a tree.
We're all the same person.
Yeah.
We're all that consciousness that's just been split into different eyes to experience itself and the ability to create.
But what is a consciousness, though?
Consciousness is the fact that we're alive, and we know we're alive, and we can.
It's like
are we though? Are we alive?
Look, I don't know, man.
It's confusing shit. That's what I'm saying. It freaks me out.
Especially when it's happening before your eyes. So when I was 18, I thought I'm 29 now. I was like, 29. You've done this, you've done that, blah, blah, all this stuff. You're like full grown, and I still feel young. And I'm like, I wonder if I'm gonna be an old guy, but I'm still gonna feel like I'm Joey. I'm probably gonna be called Joe at that point.
100%.
No one's trusting an old guy named Joey.
It's just Joe.
It's Joe.
Joey, he's 60 years old. He's got a backwards cap and a skateboard.
Yeah.
Tiny shorts.
I can't skate for shit, but I'm carrying it anyway. Yeah.
I've got some candy, kids. Hey, Chris.
It's good to feel young, though, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean. I'm trying to say life is fleeting, and it's one of those things like Europe. Europe feels like a year ago.
I know.
Feels like a fucking year ago, but I was thinking about that the other day. I've got Europe depression late. I didn't get it till 2 months after or something.
Yep.
But even that, it's like anything, like any event in life, every day, it's like it just passes you so quick. And if you're not if you live too much in angst about, what's this, what's that? I know the conspiracy theories are fun as, but at the same time, it's over before you know it. And then you're like, oh, shit.
Yep.
You need to just try and
be present.
Yeah.
You have to be present, live in the moment.
Which is easier said than done.
It is.
Way easier. I was just going to talk about my 21K marathon.
Yeah. I want to. Yes. How was that? Congratulations,
good, Yeah, man. I was
go through it.
I was doing and I wasn't even. And the funny thing was, I wasn't even training for the marathon. I do 1 or 2 runs a week. Maybe between not less than 5Ks, but 5 to 10Ks is what I usually vary from, right? Once a week or something. I'll try and do that. But that's what I was doing. And we started it last Sunday morning at 7:30 in the morning. So ate heaps of fucking calories the day before, nice healthy food, healthy-ish, goosies, hard goosies, but just nutritious shit, right? Yep. but I usually have bad shit like takeout or whatever, mainly on the Saturday night. So the night before, I wanted to have more healthy food. Tori goes to KFC, so I'm in the car with her. She's getting KFC, and I'm like, this almost feels illegal when your partner is getting takeout food, and you're like,
and you're not supposed
I'm
to be
not getting anything, and I'm like, what the fuck? And whatever. My mate told me that you can do it. You can have a shit feed before such a big run, but it's like it plays on your guts a bit different. You know, you have Tucky, the next fucking day your stomach's like, you know what I mean? But yeah, but I don't know. We're just like. Fucking, what was I talking about again?
You're talking about how you're eating healthy before you run.
Yeah. But how long was your run?
21 Ks. 21 Ks. But like basically, like what it was we started and like after I had dinner, got up in the morning extra early, 5 a.m. I got up, had breakfast because you want to eat 2 hours max 2 hours. You don't go less than 2 hours to eat before you run. So I ate fucking eggs, bacon and shit and like fucking bread.
Fruit. Nice big breakfast.
Yeah, and then stretched and went for a 10-minute walk. Tori got up with me and we went for a walk down the street just to get the body moving. Stretched and shit. Went down there. You have to get there an hour before the race starts. You get your bib and stuff, you know, the chest plate, the number. Yeah. And the number has a little scan tag on it so they know Joey Khalifa is this number, whatever.
Yeah.
So I started stretching there, whatever. Got down there, started off, and I feel like the run was a bit better for me because when you have other people and so many people running as well, and there was people doing the 42-kilometer race as well, but they started earlier. So you're all on the same track, but you got different coloured bibs for like the 21-kilometer, the 42-kilometer, the 5 and the 10.
Oh, okay.
So different people on different races, but at the same time they crossed over.
It's just one lap. You do multiple
one lap
times.
is 10 Ks.
Okay.
So I did 10 and a half. So I did 2 laps.
2 laps.
But they do it so it's like one road has witches' hats in the middle. So you're running, one group's running this way. Eventually you wrap around that same road to allow for a longer lap. Do you know what I mean? Because the regatta center's big, but it's not 10 kilometers, just one round. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So they do really well. You're running all around the regatta center, around the water. Yeah. I didn't stop once. And my average pace per kilometer for all the 21 kilometers, my average was 5 minutes 20. So every kilometre I was finishing in 5 minutes 20.
Yeah,
but at the start it was in the 4 minutes. Did really well. I exceeded my expectations. But it's crazy because like so many times I wanted to stop. And I think that's why I enjoy running. It's more for like, obviously I like staying like trim and lean. If you want to trim up easy, running and swimming and shit like that, biking on the bike is the best shit to do. Ever since I started doing that, bro, I started feeling hectic. So I'm like loving this shit.
Didn't you have to swim as well, or no?
No. That I want to do a quarter triathlon next year. So the quarter triathlon in March next year, it's like a 350-meter swim, followed by a 42-kilometer bike ride.
Fuck.
Followed by a 10-kilometer run.
God,
how's your swimming?
I can survive in the water, but I'm not a swimmer. Like I haven't swum in ages. So I was thinking about signing up at Atmosphere, like I was saying before in the other podcast. Because they have a pool there. Start doing laps. So yeah, I think I'm going to train about 4 months out. I'm going to start training. And I asked Snapchat AI, get this. I go, write me up a
you said this last time.
Right? Yeah, bro.
And then it puts you up a plan of
now
plan.
That's the thing. I'm going to keep training home now. 4 months out, boom, I'm going to hit it. But I don't know. I feel like the mental battle for me is when you overcome it. Like I can stop at any moment, but like there was people stopping and walking and stuff. But I just didn't stop once, and I was like listening to fucking.
Sorry, the dog's going nuts.
What's it?
Someone must be home.
Can we close the door?
Wait. Hello? Chloe. Oh, okay, that's you. We didn't know who the fuck was here.
Imagine like it was a man voice, like, hey, hey, babe.
Bro, like, quick, get the shit, quick. See your glass breaking.
We only had the door open because of the aircon. You want to come in, Mickey?
Hello.
Yeah.
We're say something?
We're like halfway.
Come say something.
No.
Come.
Do the dogs bark like that every time you come home?
Yes, every time.
Fucking
I
hell.
thought that was just.
No. Chloe's addicted to vapes. Here, say one funny thing. Go.
No, Bob. No.
Doug, shut him up.
Shut these fucking dogs up, please.
Hey.
Shut these fucking animals up.
Sorry, Joey. Keep going.
Where was I?
You're
gonna train for the.
You're gonna train at Atmosphere for the
4 months out.
So 4 months out. So
into the galactical alien race or something.
Yes. So I'll just try. I'll be doing that because I feel like as I get older, and especially because on my dad's side, I feel like heart problems is like a running thing. Like 3 out of the 4 brothers had heart problems, and I'm like, I can do weights all the time, but weights they're mainly good for aesthetics, and they're good for when you're older. Because you've put your bones and your body under resistance, you can fucking catch yourself if you fall.
Or like running and shit.
People that don't train, yeah. So, but the cardio side of things just keeps you, I feel like, younger, quicker, like for longer. Like as in like, and cardiovascular health is like fucking key when you're older. You know what I mean? And I just want to make sure that's on point. You know what I mean? But someone
I'd love to give it a crack,
someone like you though, I get why you don't, because you're just like,
bro, look at me.
You just like, bro, you can like, live off like fucking KFC meals. Yeah, obviously you're surrounded by healthy meals, but you could eat so many cheat meals a week. Just train hard, and you're the same as well. If you really got the calories in, but it's hard eating all the time. You know
bro,
what I mean?
the heaviest I've been in my life is 65. For a grown ass man, that's like severely underweight. That's the heaviest.
Well, not really, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty.
You'll see flyweights, they're fucking 55 to 59.
I don't see you. I don't see you, and I'm like, oh my god, he needs.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the heaviest I've been, and that was me eating like snack packs and shit. But I was just training hard. Yeah, I was like snorting creatine and shit. I was doing fucking weird shit.
But for me, like I feel like I need like this cardio helps me keep that weight off, and I can eat good, like a big amount of food.
I would love to give it a go just to say that I'd done it. Just to go for a mad like triathlon, like intergalactical alien race or something. Bro. But I can't swim for shit.
Yeah,
that's the problem. So I'll just do the running one.
I might look into it. I
reckon we should all do a FireCast representation, and we all go in.
The only thing about me is
you'll surprise yourself, and you guys, these are the perfect frame for running.
I'd have to train though, because I avoid cardio like the plague, man. Because I need calories, bro.
Fun fact, right? I actually came first multiple times in district cross country.
When you were 11?
First, when I was 9 in Uganda.
That's like saying you were born first at the hospital.
Yeah.
Babies. Hey, give me credit.
Born first at the hospital.
Sorry. I didn't even tell you what I came.
What'd you come?
Sorry. So it wasn't amazing, but I came 138.
Out of 138?
Out of 140. No, out of 180. So it wasn't crazy, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the fact that I didn't stop is more of the thing for me. You know
it's just the fact that you finished, to be honest.
Yeah, the fact that you did it, man, and that you exceeded your expectations. It was your first one, too. Yeah. So, like, that's solid
effort, bro. Congrats, bro. That's fucking sick.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
I would love to give it a go.
A lot of people will live their whole life without saying, I've done a marathon. So the fact that you've done it is fucking sick, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah. What about, like, while you were running, is there any point where you were like, fuck this? Surely, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I was like fighting demons. But if it wasn't for music, and
so you're allowed to run with headphones?
Get this, in the triathlon you can't, but in the marathon you could. So my mate did a half triathlon. He did a 2 kilometer swim. He did a 90k bike ride and a 21 kilometer run. Yeah, that's a half, right? He did that a few months ago, and like, even then he was just like, he couldn't listen to any music, nothing. So the whole time he said he just heard his feet when he ran, and his breath, and he's like,
and his heartbeat, And
then when he's swimming, he heard.
Yeah.
And then when he's fucking, biking.
Wow.
And you imagine, and he started at 7:30 and he finished at 12:45. Oh. You're doing cardio
5 hours
all morning.
5 hours. Oh my God. See, that is next level.
When he came off, when he came up to say hi to us after the finish line, we were sitting on a hill like this, and he was coming down the hill, and he couldn't even extend his legs because going downhill, you're holding yourself up. It's easy, right? But when you're exhausted, legs just gave way, and he was like,
he's just falling.
Yeah, we went, and he literally went
rolling down the hill.
He's like, oh, and we just went to him. Like, who was? And he went halfway down the hill. He's like, oh, I'm gonna sit here. And I'm like, all right. Like,
oh my God, you'd be.
And when he finished the finish line, he had a weird moment. Like, there's a bell you ring when it's your first time doing the thing. So when it says first timers ring the bell, 10 meters out from the finish line, you go past, you ring the bell. He was like this, and we're like, go, go, go. And I'm like, ring the bell. And he's like, he stops, and people are coming past him, like up to him as well. He stops, rings the bell, and he's like, sweet. Like, and then he stops and gives us high five, and we're like, finish the race. Like, oh, and he didn't know. He's like, oh shit. But he said after, I was like, bro, you seem like you're in a daze.
Yeah, he would have been.
And he was like, I felt like I was having an out of body experience. Like, you were talking to me, but I couldn't like what you were saying. I was just so Like he was just so out of it because he's like, it made no sense. And then I'm like, I heard ring bell, so I rang bell, and I'm like, I forgot I had to finish because he was so shocked he got that far.
That's fucking crazy that just exercising can do that to you. Yep. That extreme amount.
But obviously he just trained for it, and that's the thing with consistency. You both can surprise yourself. I've surprised myself with this. With like anything, that's anything in life, though, right?
Apply yourself, and you can do it, man. But
damn,
that's sick, bro.
That is insane. Yeah, good on you, man. So,
and I want to go bungee jumping. That's random, but I want to do that because I got so close in New Zealand, but I tore my pec off my shoulder bone, so I lost the money. I didn't get a refund.
See, I've done everything.
That's scary, though.
I've done everything I wanted to do except bungee jump, but I've got like this weird obsession of like fear, like that I jump and then as I pull back the rope like ties around my neck. I'm like fucking yeah. But yeah, bungee jumping will be. Skydiving was fucked. I'm spewing that the skydiving in Switzerland got cancelled. That was fucked. Me and Cody were spewing.
I would have been spewing because you would chain up for ages.
We were spewing, bro. I was like, that's why we come here. That's why we come.
We'll do it again in a couple of years. You get the money.
It is what it is.
That's what. That is why you went there.
That's why I went there.
Other than Switzerland is a beautiful fucking place.
Oh, mate. Honestly, like I could have done like 3 weeks there if I had the bank account, because one cheeseburger meal cost me like $38 or something, Aussie. But yeah, we spoke about that before. So, do you have any? You got another point? You said
I won.
I've only got a few points, and then yeah, I'm done. But
this will be fairly quick anyway. But I think you'll like it. Let me refresh my memory here. So, scientists believe in 12 to 36 months, AI will be able to use AI to talk to whales and birds. So AI is getting so good that they'll be able to mimic the sound that crows and whales make so perfectly that the animals won't know the difference. This is only in a year to 2 years, right? But the only problem is, though, we won't know what we're saying. So we can copy it. But then I was thinking like, surely they could like study for years and years, right? Get like a study team, study a pod of whales or a group of crows or something, right? And then here, when they make this sound, use technology to pick up exactly the differences in the sounds. When they do this one, the birds do this. Yeah. And then we can kind of start to piece it together.
It's like reverse engineer the language.
Yeah. It's so interesting though. Like, what are they saying? When you hear the crows going, the magpies and shit and all.
These dumb cunt humans that can't even fly.
Give me a fucking chippy! What are they saying though? Are they actually saying things like it'd be so different to
they're not even like just like burdened with all the thought of man that goes on in our head. They're just like
eternally
survival,
present.
Eat, sleep.
Yeah,
they don't concern themselves with who one of the Kardashians are fucked or who Andrew Tate's getting locked up by or
they're just so present.
Yeah.
It's a good way to live, man. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, man. Yeah, AI is getting that good.
So that means they're getting the frequencies of the AI exactly like because they would be able to tell with anything if I played it from my fucking phone, for example. Yeah, shit like that. Obviously, they're getting it so good now.
They won't know the difference. And on a similar topic, actually, did you see? So if you don't know, Tupac's killers supposedly been arrested, right? Did you? I sent it to you. I think a diss track, an AI diss track of Tupac dissing the killer, right? Dissing Keefe D, and bro, you don't know it's AI at all. It sounds like Tupac. Even the inflection in his voice, everything. It's fucking Tupac, and people saying like, bro, this is Tupac. He's alive, bro. Like he's using AI as an excuse to.
I want to hear that.
Crazy.
Send that to me up.
I'll show you. I'll show you. It's nuts, bro.
Show me on the trip home. We can vibe out to it.
It scares me.
Yeah,
man.
but then it's like it kind of isn't not annoying, but like I want to hear the authenticity of the artist's voice, and I want to know that it's them doing it because they put in the work for it. But it's like at the end of the day, nowadays it's just if it sounds good, it goes well. Like
exactly
it goes good.
Right.
So it doesn't matter about that. But don't you feel like if it's not really fucking Post Malone singing up there, if it's not really fucking The Weeknd, or if it's not really whoever, it's not authentic. Like it kills me that wasn't Tupac. You know what I mean? It kills me that wasn't actually him.
It's weird, man. I agree with you, and a lot of people do, and that's one of the arguments why people aren't worried. But I'm worried because I feel like we live in an age where it's quantity over quality with everything. And if you can have an AI pump out 2,000, if you fucking Doja Cat's your favorite artist, you can have AI pump out 2,000 Doja Cat songs that you can listen to, and then the real Doja Cat's releasing an album once a fucking year, and it sounds no different, really. It's the shit Doja Cat would have really made anyway. It's like, where are we going with this, man?
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't know, but
what was your point? Yeah,
that AI Weekend and Drake song though that took off first. Remember the one that they got flagged?
Wasn't it really good? Or?
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's fine.
I was like,
what was it? I'm with my bitch with Celine and a flex. Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Justin Pup and Justin Bieber.
It sounds like stuff they would make anyway.
Yeah.
And it's just like artists like J. Cole and Kendrick. You'd think, hurry up, make a song together already. They never do.
How
and
come?
It's like,
how come, bro?
but then you can get AI to do it, and it sounds like, I'm like, why not? So, but yeah.
Have they not made a song yet?
I thought when
they were flirting with it.
Really?
Ages ago with Black Friday, they did a Black Friday.
Oh yeah, J. Cole did.
J. Cole?
Kendrick did the. Yeah, I love
They
that
did
song.
do a Black Friday, not sci-fi, but like just a song, right? It was 2 verses.
So J. Cole did a remix
Freestyle.
of. No, sorry, Kendrick did Taylor Two Cities, the beat. Taylor Two Cities, and I think it's a better song.
It's a better song. It's a better song.
Kendrick's
Do you know
version.
a Tale of Two Cities from his album?
No.
J. Cole?
It's his biggest song ever. The fucking how's it go? I don't even know how it goes. Dun, 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 like that.
And it's like,
How's the song go?
it was, let me play this. This is annoying.
Yeah,
right?
can I have a snippet,
Taylor Two
please? 'Cause
Cities. How's it? I can't remember the
I've
actual song.
never
But
heard
Black
that.
Friday. Anyway, Kendrick did, and they also, so on a Dreamville song. So there's a song with J. Cole, The Baby, and Loot from Dreamville. They do a song, and Kendrick's on the chorus, but it's like an uncredited chorus. So it's Kendrick's vocals, but he's not credited in the song.
Huh. Okay.
But they've never done a proper song together.
Which is crazy.
But then when they were doing the fall off and he was doing Mr. Morale, I thought for sure that one of them was gonna, but nothing. They never did.
It's like they're one of the 2 biggest brands in rap.
It's like
ever.
Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah, legit. It's literally Coke and Pepsi.
You know what I've been fucking
But
with?
they always mention each other all the time and
Yeah.
shit, give respect to each other.
they're probably teasing it.
I think they will.
Well, J. Cole and on Drake's album, that was a good song.
Is it me,
That
K
was a
Dot,
good song.
or what's he say? Me, Aubrey, or
Aubrey
K Dot?
or
Yeah.
K Dot, yeah. So it's always like them 3 are in the discussion. It seems, you know what I mean? Like
J. Cole's so good though.
he's so
Bro,
good.
you know what I've been fucking with? I'm a captain, take you all
Oh,
over the
I
Alice.
love,
Bro, when you sent that in Discord, I was like, who the fuck is this little
But I don't know. I don't know if you remember, but when I picked him up, I was
damn.
playing it. It was the first song I was playing, and it's a sample of
J. Cole song.
Can't Get Enough by J. Cole.
Oh,
It's a
I
sample
love
of
that
it.
song,
Can't get
It's
enough.
sped up.
Can't
I
get enough.
love
He
that
killed it.
song,
Can't get enough.
man.
Yeah, but it's the dude did a sample of that, the beat, and
Bro,
it sounds fucking
Bro, we
sick,
drink
man.
Captain Morgan. I'm like, Captain
You know
Sparrow.
that guy?
Like, oh.
That guy. His name's Ants Live. He popped up on my TikTok. The video clip.
Yeah,
It's a
why
hectic
Ants
video
Live?
clip. It's a hectic video
You
clip.
got the llama and
But
shit. Oh,
It
bro.
popped up on my TikTok as a paid promotion, so he's paid for advertising.
Yeah.
It popped up, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "This fucking slaps, bro." I listened to it.
Why
I'm like, "This
Ants
song is
live
awesome."
though?
They have stupid names, eh? Like
It's a silly name. Ants live or ants live?
Ants. I don't know.
How do you pronounce it?
His
'Cause
name's probably Anthony or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Ants live. Yes, they do, I guess. Ants live.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
But that's a great song, man. He's pretty good
Yeah.
too. His other shit. But yeah, what's your points, man?
God, have you guys seen on Netflix 2 documentary / series? First one, you guys remember the GameStop stuff?
Yes.
You know what happened with GameStop during COVID?
Oh yeah, like they weren't releasing anything. Like nothing.
No, the shares
Oh no.
or stocks. There's a documentary on Netflix of what exactly happened. God damn. So long story short, during COVID, right, in America, this one streamer on YouTube somehow convinced like over 5 billion people to buy a certain stock to pump the price up. He sold at a profit of like 300 and something million. Stopped streaming. I have to take a break from streaming. And then the rest of them were kind of stuck in limbo because he convinced a whole bunch of people who have never been into trading or investing before. So none of them knew what to do. But during COVID, what happened was in America, there's this company called GameStop, which is their version of our EB Games or Blockbuster,
Yeah.
right? So what was happening was because of this new age of technology, people can just buy games online, not have to go to the store. just like Blockbuster, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Just like Blockbuster, right? No one's going into the store anymore because we're all fucking fat, lazy pieces of shit. So that company is going bankrupt, right? The GameStop company was on the verge of filing for bankruptcy, right? But what ended up happening was this like millionaire who made a company. It was like a very famous pet brand company. Can't remember what the name was, but they were like doing like pet collars and pet toys and stuff like that, right? So he got rich off that, right? So it was kind of like Temu, but for pet accessories in America. He, for some reason, ended up funding like millions and millions of dollars back into GameStop when they were on the verge of bankruptcy to try help them because he loved gaming and shit so much. This streamer was able to find that out just through research and following this guy on Twitter and that. Through research, he ended up finding that out that this millionaire pumped millions and millions of dollars into GameStop. So he bought his whole life savings into GameStop, right? This is a stock that's going down like minus 500% or something stupid. And they're buying. So he then starts live streaming. Yeah, this, that, I do stocks, all this shit, I feel like we should all buy GameStop. GameStop. I've got two homies who bought GameStop. Lost a lot of money on GameStop. And and everyone was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about, whatever. And then, bro, a whole bunch of random people started doing it. So then this app called Robinhood ends up coming out right around the same time that this is all happening, right? So Robinhood was an app where it was basically like beginner friendly for trading, for investing in stocks. And they made it like on your phone, no like web version. They made it look pretty. There was streamers and balloons and funny little emojis and shit. So everyone's downloading it. Everyone's pouring their life savings into GameStop. All of a sudden, the stock starts fucking pumping because so many people are buying. Stock's pumping, right? On Twitter, a bunch of millionaires and crypto wizards are going, yeah, we got like a spare 100,000. We want to look into a stock. Everyone's going, GameStop. So everyone, all these rich people start buying it. The stock ended up going up from like $1 to like $500 and something. Bro, this streamer cashes out, says he's going to stop streaming due to stress. Everyone was then left going, and on this documentary, it's very interesting because they interview a whole bunch of people that were in that buy. And a lot of them were like, bro, like, because it was my first time ever investing, I didn't know that was supposed to like sell. We didn't know that there was a top and then price would start coming back down. So we were just kind of holding, thinking we're going to be millionaires. There was one guy, right? He had a family, he had kids and everything. He was up at one point like $650,000, but he was only able to pull out at like 200 grand. Still, 200 grand's hectic. But from 200 grand to 650 grand, you know what I mean? All because of this one guy. And it's a very interesting fucking documentary, bro, because it interviews a whole bunch of people that did it. There was one guy who he jumped in so late on the GameStop thing. He bought it at the peak. He put in like 50 grand and it just started plummeting. Oh. Yeah, and he lost 50K like that, he reckons. Oh. But the reason it started plummeting though, why is that? All right, so it's
everyone's taking their money.
No. Robinhood. What did Robinhood do? Robinhood, on one random morning during COVID, like 2001, 2022 or something. 2021, 2022, right? One random morning, everyone's waking up. People are buying more GameStop. All of a sudden, on their phones, the buy button on that stock was gone. You could only sell. So everyone's going, what the fuck? That's fucking weird. And bro, on the interview, one of the ladies was like, yeah, that morning I woke up, I just got my pay. I just been paid, for the month, 4,000 US, whatever, it's like what, fucking $700 a week Aussie. Yeah, I was going to put in half of my monthly wage into more GameStop because I already own like $7,000 worth of GameStop shares. I was going to put in like I wanted to round it up to 10,000, then I was going to stop. And she goes, and I noticed that I couldn't buy. The buy button was gone. And they interview everyone and they all said the same thing. They're like, yeah, the buy button was gone. So what happened? Everyone started panicking and selling, that plummets the price of a stock. But then they were trying to interview Robinhood, and they couldn't get an interview. You end up finding out that Robinhood was working with a company called Citadel. Citadel was the company called moneymakers in trading. They're the middleman. So you got Robinhood, which is the trading app. Then you've got Citadel. They're the people who actually execute the orders for Robinhood. So when you buy a stock, the fees goes to Robinhood, then they give a couple of those cents to Citadel, right? There was hedge funds who trade in millions and billions of dollars. They were all like minus $500 million plus because they were all short in GameStop because they were all betting that GameStop was going to go bankrupt. But a whole bunch of random little nerds come together because of this one streamer and were buying it. So all these big companies were in minus $500 million on their short positions, but GameStop was going up. So what people reckon happened was Citadel basically forced Robinhood to disable the button so they could try recover their short positions and get themselves out of the drawdown of 500 million.
So fucked up that they can do that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's so corrupt.
Yeah.
It's a game designed for you to lose, man.
Yep. And I just found that interesting because these are all random people like us. And a lot of these people, for the first time ever, they were investing. But they just, because they had no guidance, they just got told to buy. This guy then goes ghost. They all lost a shit ton of money. Except that guy, that streamer, apparently...
Is that not illegal?
It is. It is illegal. That's why, bro, they full took him to court and shit. But there was no proof. They couldn't prove that he was trying to manipulate, like market manipulation. They couldn't prove it. So all the cases and
thrown out.
They all got dropped. But that guy, his name was Keith Gill. There was an estimate he profited about $350 million.
Isn't it funny?
Does he get to keep that?
Yeah, that's what he pocketed, $350 million.
Isn't it funny that you can't market manipulate, but the big companies, the guys with money, they can disable the buy button.
Yep.
They can do whatever. Nothing.
Yep.
They're untouchable.
Yeah.
Untouchable. It's fucked, man.
Market manipulation, that's the weekly groceries at Woolies.
Yep.
That's fucking the prices.
We were actually talking about the GameStop stuff in the episode with Josh. When Josh came on, we were talking about that. And Josh was saying that. Isn't it funny that all the big companies and shit were complaining that these people are market manipulating and cheating, and Josh was saying, like, isn't that fucked up? Like, all they do is market manipulate and cheat and shit. But then when it's the joke's on them, then it's a problem. You know, it's fucked up.
The more successful you are, I feel like there's more chance to get dirt on your hands.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
How is he doing anyway? We got to get him back on, bro.
Good, man. He's always good, bro. He's always been, out of all my friends, he's a quiet dude who is very business savvy and very smart. He's always had the most money. I guarantee you this guy is fucking balling. Yeah, I guarantee. I don't know how much money he's got, but I'm telling you, I bet you he's a very quiet dude with, like, he would keep that on the back burner. He just quietly, since high school, he's probably been saving every cent he's made.
Right. It's shout out to him.
He's a great dude, a very smart guy.
He's the reason we got into trading.
And I'm pretty sure he's got they're doing their own business and stuff. He's had his PT business. He's a very smart guy.
Bro, do you remember that episode? He stayed after the pod like an hour and showed us trading.
The basics of trading, yeah.
I'll never forget that day.
But he was into stocks.
Yeah, that's why I remember we got into stocks, and then you messaged me going, bro, we should do Forex. I'm like, what the fuck is Forex? Now we're doing futures.
Yeah, it just changed. You evolve, man. You evolve and grow.
Suck my guy, I can lick my guy, lick my gooch.
Episode 100 will be in January of 20.
But did you give some buff? Oh, it fell through the hole. Did you give? Imagine if
is that your feet? Can you grab it? It just explodes into dust.
It was fake all along.
Yeah.
Did you give buffer? Like, it's gone. The dogs eat it.
Daisy's smoking it.
Did you give some buffer room, or is that just literally every week until January?
Yeah, most weeks. No, I think there's like 2 or 3 weeks buffer.
Yeah, because we do miss.
If anything, in February 2024. 24-hour stream podcast. We'll be chuffing this. It's actually a Jeffrey.
I hope so.
It's actually heaps of heroin and crack and shit in it.
24-hour? We really
it still smells goddamn good.
It's gonna be fine.
I need to open up my nasal cavity.
It's not even the funny thing is it's not even that special of a cigar. It's no different to the other ones we got.
No, it's just
it's the same.
This
is the part where you play along.
Yeah.
yeah.
This holds powers.
This is an intergalactical cigar.
Pierce gave me that from Bali, I think, when he went to Bali.
So it's probably got a fucking solidified turd in there wrapped in.
We're probably going to get hepatitis
So
C.
it costs probably $1 Australian.
God damn it. All right, I just want to read out a couple of things. Zexa says, never believe in Western media. Unfortunately, it's believe in any media, not just Western.
It's all bullshit, man.
Whatever you're being told or what you're watching is bullshit,
It's
my
called
brother.
TV programming. Programming.
Yeah, that's all I can really say on that. It's just whatever.
We spoke about it.
We spoke about that
Ad nauseum, you know what I mean?
M16 says, sick EP boys, love the sound design from Iggy and the bars from DZ.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. How's the trading going for you lot?
Good, man.
Pretty good. Pretty fucking good, I'll have to
moves.
say.
Making moves. I know what I'm doing. I just need money now.
Right.
I am successful.
Future's funded account, baby.
Yeah, I know.
100 grand,
That's-
my boy.
That's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to pass first, though, right?
I've got to pass. I've got to pass that first stage, and then it's all mine. Well, not all of it, but you keep the profits. But it is what it is. And
Yeah, I'll set that up when I go home. I think.
telling you, have a little look into it, lad. Have a little look into it. So yeah, trading's pretty good, my bro. And then he says, and if you had to lose one skill you have and gain one skill to replace it, what would they be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Joey,
You go first,
you
bro.
go first, my friend.
Lose one skill you got now to gain another.
I ain't got no skill.
Okay. I would lose the ability to do electrical, but I would like the skill to play soccer at the highest level.
Ooh.
I was watching the David Beckham documentary
how
recently.
good
That's what I want to fucking talk about,
Mate,
motherfuckers.
how good is that
Don't
doco?
come at me about spoilers. We're talking about it. But yeah, so
I haven't seen it.
maybe that was
Bro,
too much
watch
of
it.
Maybe he meant a skill as in like, I don't know, being able to fucking...
Bro, I was going to say you life hacked it. You just traded your job... Your job for another job.
I did.
Oh,
For a higher pay.
I did, didn't
That's
I?
smart, though.
Imagine if like I get rid of my tradesmanship and I become a CEO. It's like it's so vague. Like
The skill to handle... The skill to swing a hammer for the skill to fucking run a hedge fund. It's like...
yeah.
That's smart, though.
Maybe that was more of a like
I mean, that is
actual skill.
Yeah, but the
you know what I mean?
Beckham thing, I haven't seen it. Would you?
Oh, it's amazing. It was like
How can it be that good?
so. I mean, I just didn't know how big he actually was in England. So we knew about him here, but there would be parades in the streets, bro. He'd be coming outside with him and Posh Spice. Everyone's in love with the two because they're like the hottest couple ever at that point. And he was just so big. He was only one of the only footballers at the time to start having sponsorships and model shoots and all this other shit. And the coach, Manchester United coach, because he's the one that brought him up. He didn't like when he focused not much on soccer, and he was still good though every game though. No matter how much pressure or anything he had from the outside, he would always show up. But it was like conflicts. It shows conflicts with coaches and like. He played for England after doing well with Manchester United. He played and that was always his dream. You want to play for England. He played, and in the match, they ended up losing 1-0 or something.
No, they lost some penalties.
Penalties, sorry. But David Beckham did something stupid and kicked the guy. It was nothing in it, right? But David Beckham got knocked over from behind him when he fell down. The guy was standing over him like, what? And he just like did this, like kind of kicked him a little bit like on his calf. But then the guy felt the impact on his calf and went, oh, and dove. And then from then on, because he got sent off and then they lost after that.
Red carded.
They lost. They got red carded. Everyone was hating on him. I'm talking about spitting at him in the streets, abusing him.
They blamed him for the loss.
They blamed him.
shit.
And the coach at the time, because him and the coach had problems, the coach of England, he didn't really like him. He was blaming him essentially. He goes, do you think the match would have changed if David Beckham didn't get sent off? He goes, yeah, 100% that would have been different. And everyone was blaming Beckham, hating him. But then he persevered and he played for Real Madrid after. He played for all this. And,
Who'd they lose to in that match?
Argentina.
in some of the matches he played for Real Madrid Manchester, whoever. I think Real Madrid. They were booing him, and like Posh was in the crowd, and they were like, Posh takes it in the house. Posh takes it in, and they're abusing him like, you fuck man, fuck you fucking tosser. And he reckons it made him play better. And there was some matches. Remember Iggy? He was scoring goals because it G'd him up after. I was like, you know what, fuck yous. I'm gonna keep playing good, and they couldn't say nothing because he was killing them.
He was a beat.
You forget what a man.
He was killing them.
You forget how good he actually was at soccer. You forget he was
ahead of his time.
He was hitting free kicks and corners, bro. And that's the thing. He was, because I go for Man United. He played for us when we were in our prime, where we were winning trophies, Champions League. We're never going to get to that again.
Man, you sucked.
We suck now. But you forget, I always forget that Beckham was one of the main reasons of that. So honestly, watch it. You'd enjoy it.
You know.
I didn't know it'd be interesting either. I was like, what?
You know the thing that like music and trading and the thing and doing this for us, it's like that spark in there. Soccer for me is buried in there because every time I talk about soccer, every time I see soccer, I get that thing, man. I get that thing. It's such a good game.
I used to be half decent at it too, man.
I used to play too.
I used to be half decent.
I was goalkeeper. I was defender. I was striker. I played every position. I love goalkeeper. Goalkeeper is one of my favorite.
I started up as goalkeeper. I was in under fives or under sixes.
Goalkeeper.
And he was like, but the guy was a crazy Italian dude. He was old as well. And he goes, "Who wants to be keeper?" No one would be keeper. I was like, I mean, I'll be it, whatever.
This guy.
But he never let me play anything but keeper. And I was under sixes. First year, I'm like, can I play? Because when you're a kid, you want to get him. He goes, no, you're keeper. But he got me fucking good at keeper. And while they were training, there was someone off to the side, like one of his relatives off to the side, and I'd be diving for these balls, and then I'll be on my knees doing them. I
was quite good keeper for a short guy too. But you played when you were a bit older too. Right.
Yes, I played for 14 years in total.
What position were you when you got
So
older?
I was similar to you. I started goalkeeper, and then I'm a left footer. So I played left fullback.
But you're not left-handed.
No, right-handed.
Oh, interesting.
My dad actually changed that out of me. I was a left-hander as a kid.
Really?
Swear my life. He used to be like, because like back in the day, it was just like strict with like just education and shit. And then he'd literally be like, if we were going to go out and play, like sometimes he'd be like, oh, just do your times tables real quick, this and that. So we used to go and like, we can do them fast so we can get out fast, you know what I mean? And I used to write with my left hand. I used to stand over with a ruler and was just like the other hand. I'm like, what? Really? The other hand goes, yeah. I'm like, what? And he goes, because when you write left to right, your hand smudges the ink, can smudge the ink. So he's like, hey, like it wasn't like fucking Hitler, like, hey, name, like whatever. But it was just like, I was like, hey, go together. And I did it so much where I've changed. So he hasn't done that. Luckily, he hasn't done that with my wanking hand. That'd be weird. But yeah, but like I feel like I was on the left fullback. I kind of, and then eventually I'm like, you know what? I want to go left wing or left centre mid. There's a lot more running in midfields, bro.
100%.
So I'd like playing that on the wing as well. Like I said, I can cross it in easy with the left foot, but I never played striker.
What you were striker?
I was a striker and the captain of most teams I played for.
You were
you'd be quick. You'd run. You'd be on side and just be like, just run.
But there was also though one season when I played Division 1, I was the captain, but I was actually the centre back because the rest of the team was that bad at defending.
But centre back is an important position.
Yeah,
as well.
it was. But
that's defender's fun, bro.
Yeah,
defender's fun.
That's the thing. It was like fuck. It's like okay, yeah, you can score goals, but if the other team keeps scoring, then we're not going to be able to kind of win. So the coach was like, "Look, you're going to have to go at the back." I was like, "All right, fuck it."
Yeah.
Striker's fun too.
So what do you got to say to the question?
Skill.
Skills.
Man. Skill. I gotta replace something with trading, man. Probably. I don't know. I'm not good at much. I'm good at a couple things.
The problem is
valuable things.
We're really good at music.
Valuable things.
What do we get rid of that
I need
for?
those things. I would like to get the skill to trade at the highest level. Because it's the easiest money you ever make if you know what you're doing. And then I will get rid of. I don't know what I can do.
Get rid of sex.
No.
Imagine.
I'm quite.
Imagine it's like give up sex, or you definitely will have the ability to be up there with the elites in trading, or give up sex. No one who is going unless you're an alien with no genitalia.
Yeah.
And those aliens are talking about with no fucking genitals.
Yeah, asexual.
Who's going? Yeah.
I don't know, but I would like to. Yeah, trade at the highest level would be something I'd gain. Probably lose. Fucking I don't know. I draw averagely. I'll get rid of drawing.
Mine would be See, that's the thing. It's hard because I'm only good at music and I'm only now half decent at trading. So it's like,
It could be a skill that doesn't have to get you like more money as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Just a
you
general-
Coming from the guy that was like a soccer player.
Yeah. That's a hard one. That's a good question, man.
It's a hard question.
Yeah, it is. Because you wouldn't want to lose any of the skills you currently have.
That's why I don't want to lose my music skills, but I also really want to get good at trading. So it's like, ooh.
But it's not actually going to happen at the same time, you know what I mean? Imagine.
Like, minute, I'm just like an ass producer. I just like
Making twerking videos.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I can't really answer that. That's a good question. Fire sound, penis. Right. So, last thing I want to say. So this is on Reddit. Reddit. I've been kind of falling in love with Reddit lately because Reddit is a fucking spin out.
I still don't understand how to use it. But
Bro, did you see the Reddit post of the guy who posted his experience of trying heroin for the first time? So he made a post on Reddit about it, and it's still there to this day. You can look it up on Reddit yourself.
I've heard about this.
He posted the first time he tried heroin, and everyone in the comments is like, bro, be careful, it's very addictive, yada, yada, yada. He's like, nah, I'll be right. Like, I feel like I've got a good, strong mind in that. He ends up getting addicted to it, posting his problems of addiction, going to rehab, right? Then all of a sudden, the posts go quiet for 7-8. So again, this could be a big troll. You don't know. The posts go quiet for like 7 years, and then he all of a sudden just posts out of nowhere 7 years later and goes, hey guys, I just stumbled across this again. If anyone was wondering, I'm actually clean. I've just come out of rehab. I've got a wife and that. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for this weird journey that I've been on. But yeah, he documented most of it. And this is with a bunch of strangers on the internet. He's telling that he got addicted to heroin.
I mean, yeah. I mean, most addicts just keep it to themselves, really, right?
Yeah, but he told everyone. So on Reddit, what's the most mind-blowing facts that you've ever heard? So there's been more man hours go into playing League of Legends, which is a game, every 2 to 3 weeks than there were used in the construction of the Great Pyramids total.
I love these posts.
That's how many motherfuckers play this game.
That's fucking insane.
2, Earth is basically just the intergalactic equivalent of an uncontacted tribe. So we're just a bunch of weird little species that no one has contacted yet, and we're just floating on a rock.
We're like Sentinel Island.
They're trying to.
A woman's body actually converts blood into breast milk. I didn't know this. That's disgusting.
Yeah. It's giving me strawberries and cream vibes or
so
something.
I will not be drinking breast milk when the time comes then.
When the time comes.
Time's passed.
Until then, I'll keep sucking on titty milk.
Weird that you've known your parents your entire life, but they've only known you for a portion of theirs.
Oh, yes.
Very weird.
Well, it's like the pet scenario, like your dogs.
Apparently, mammoths were still alive when the Great Pyramids at Giza were being built.
Yeah, that's true.
Mammoths.
They would look like the ones in Lord of the Rings, you know, they're fucking big motherfuckers.
Mammoths were during the ice times, right?
Like
they existed, didn't they exist?
2,000 years ago, man, and pyramids 4,000 years ago.
I think they existed in not just the Ice Age, right?
A bit after.
Oh.
Mars.
Mammoth, bro. Imagine seeing a fucking mammoth, bro.
Right.
Just a
We
giant
will
elephant.
again very soon.
You reckon?
Yeah, they're resurrecting them, bro. They're the first animal they're going to bring back from extinction.
A mammoth.
It's happening, bro. Next couple of years, they're already going to be... It's easy.
Reckon?
Yeah, now they got the tech to clone them. They use elephant DNA, and there's a lot of mammoth DNA that's been left over because they lived in, Siberia and shit. They got encased in permafrost a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So they can extract the DNA from mammoths pretty well.
Revive it,
They're pretty
yeah.
well preserved. So they mix it with an Indian elephant. They can make mammoths. They're going to do it. It's happening.
So it's an Indian elephant?
It's like Jurassic Park. No, it's a mammoth. They use, because they're related, obviously closely related, it'll end up being mammoths. And then they breed them and mammoths are back. Exactly like Jurassic Park. Same shit. And you know how that ended.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to end you guys. 2 more. Mars is the only planet that we know of which is exclusively inhabited by robots.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's true.
So imagine if they start fucking.
Is it actually what?
Well, think of it. There's like a whole bunch of rovers and shit
The
there.
only thing on Mars is rovers that
Robots.
we've sent.
We've sent robots and
What do
rovers.
they do?
They just cruise around and record shit.
Take photos.
Take photos.
We have Google Earth basically for Mars. We have there's a satellite above. I forget the name of it, but it's orbiting Mars and it's taking photos of the whole landscape. And it's like you can see renders of pretty much the whole of Mars.
Yep,
is there
because we're that confident that we could start life there. Why are they so desperate to get there? Some weird shit's gonna go down.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's a difference between, you know, a 2-hour car ride down south to Kiama, somewhere like just down the road. But when you're going on like a
7 month,
a 6 month trip, or like, and then the interstellar shit comes into play. Like, how much do you age? What does that do? What do you like? You know what I mean?
Am I gonna grow a dick on my head? I don't know.
They'll have their own flag, their own laws. Everything will be.
Mars is just like full
imagine Mars and Earth get into a fight and they have space missiles.
Imagine that. Mars is just like full of trannies and shit. Rainbow flag.
Kids born on Mars will probably end up being a little different. Rainbow flag. Probably end up being a little different after a while because of the gravity and pressure and things. And
penises on their heads.
Maybe.
Eyes on their cocks.
They just have like you talk to them and it's just a giant cock like, welcome.
Welcome.
And like they say hello by like tickling their ball chin like, how are you?
How are you?
When they're happy to see you, it's like erect.
That just means I like you.
Yeah.
Okay, but mine only goes hard when there's boys around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the boys. Yeah, hanging out with the boys would be seem extra gay with a bunch of the boys kicking on with like
half of them have a fucking erect penis on their head.
Oh shit.
Oh, and the female when your missus comes like
But babe, you want to fuck? It's like, I don't know, the kitchen's looking dirty. Oh.
do the dishes. No.
Anyway, that's the hard-hitting shit we talk about here on FireCast.
Last one, boys. Last fact. Known fact proven by Reddit. So this is 100% real. If we speak it on FireCast, then you know it's legit. The longest a chicken has ever lived after being decapitated is 18 months. His name was Mike.
Wow. Do you reckon his name was Michael before he was decapitated?
Yeah. He lost a little bit of a name.
It's
couple letters. Shaved a couple letters off.
Michael!
Bro, that is a long time. I was under the assumption this is what it looked like.
Over a year.
When a chicken got... And it's like... Oh, it's like... Actually, no, it wouldn't be making sounds because the head's on. But it'd be like this. And eventually it'd just go... It'd walk around for a bit, do a few laps, stumble...
But
and
it
be
just
like,
doesn't die.
Boom. But no, I thought it died. But like I thought it only lasted seconds.
I feel like I've heard that before.
18
And
months.
I think you can see footage. Am I
Mike
wrong?
the chicken.
You'd have like a second death. Like it's only one death if you die minutes or hours after. You die 18 months. You died twice.
You get a second funeral.
I think because most of the brain stem and a little bit of the brain will probably still be connected in
to the dick.
Yeah, to the neck and shit. So maybe they didn't cut off.
But when that shit's cut off, it's off, right? We're that like advanced in today's society. It has fucking Wi-Fi for its fucking
neck hole.
It's got a neural link in its fucking.
That's it for me, man.
Yeah, I think that's it for me too, man.
Yeah, fucking earth. Man, another episode.
Another one done.
82.
We got 81. Oh no,
82.
82. 82. Wow.
82. 18 more.
God damn, look at this shit.
So what's that? 18. Let's just say average we do 2 hours each.
So we've got about
I'm not doing the math.
71 hours to go. 71 hours to go. No,
36.
36 hours
36
to go.
hours. And DZ's ready for bed.
Yeah. I was going to try to get it down your throat.
Oh, okay.
This cigar looks like it's full of asbestos.
It does, eh? It literally does. Where do these Balinese people find this?
I can't wait to smoke this. We have to smoke it in here, bro. We're going to Dutch you the whole room.
We can just open up the manhole.
Open up. Actually, it was scary because I heard rats in there the other day. You know, when they're so loud, you can hear them going like, oh. Yeah, I shit myself. The dogs are full going like, oh.
How do they get in there?
I've been in the roof when I was obviously I'm an electrician, right? I've been in many roof spaces before. I've heard
Some weird
motherfuckers
shit.
in the roof crawling, and it's scary because I have my headlight or my phone light, and it's sometimes coming towards me because that's my biggest fear.
Oh,
Like Matt Rice,
they're running at you?
Yeah, like well, not they're probably obviously not maybe charging, but like they're literally charge. Ratatouille's just coming up, and fucking, but like they're just coming my direction. I can feel, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm going around the room, and I'm like around the roof, the ceiling. I'm like literally like, where the fuck is it? You know what I mean? Like
that's fucked.
These motherfuckers like.
I couldn't.
And one time there was a possum, so like, and so I've seen two beady eyes, and it was like I was in a horror movie. You know that one scene in the horror movie? They go up to that dumb fucking roof space thing where they pull down the ladder and shit. They go up and it's like you just see beams and stuff. Yeah. And I just seen two beady eyes, and I'm just like, what the fuck? This thing's just like, but it's more scared of me than it is from it. But still doing my work up there, and I'm like, and this thing's just going. Just looking at me, bro. Like,
It's just
I've never ran.
It's like what?
He's like, vote yes. Oh shit!
Please
man.
vote yes. Thank you so much for listening to episode 82 of FireCast. As always, your world favorite podcast or Australian favorite podcast. DZ, Joey K. As always, thank you.